Mark. On this episode, we watch Spiritpact.
幽默怪怪快递手，
这是一个非常糟糕的动漫。
Now with subtitles.
Hi, and welcome back to the Daijou crew. It is episode 11, guys. We are one more away from basically a full season of anime. I'm your host. Anime. I'm your host, Sigurd, as always, and with me are my boon companions. I have my scruffier of my two friends.
The Phantom of Mount Akina, Julian.
And also with me is...
The fidget enthusiast, Wah. I got my fidget spinner and my fidget cube in one hand.
Definitely. Remember when we talked about dating the podcast? Like, this is definitely going to tell them what month we recorded in for sure.
This phase would never go away.
Oh my god.
It's not a phase. Why did
you take off?
Fidgets are forever is what you're telling me.
Why did you take off the price tags then, Wah? You need to keep them on there so they keep their value.
Very
No,
true.
because I want to play with it, but the Chinese fidget cube isn't very good. Hey, speaking about Chinese, what did we watch today?
Wow, I was going to take that segue and then you just went right into it. But true, yeah. This episode, like we said in the beginning, is Spiritpact. And we'll be honest, this was Julian's week to present us some anime to pick.
And boy, did he pick a good one.
It's between Spiritpact and do you remember what the other one was?
Oh, something that was just like too long or something.
That was Idols, I think. Another Idol anime.
I think it's the Idol one we've been putting off for a while for some reason.
We've been putting it off?
I feel like
I don't think so. I think you just look at it and be like, man, I want to watch this for personal reasons.
No, I felt like it's been in the
I think it was
boat for a
called
while.
Idol Jihen.
However, I did wish we watched Idol GN because... Oh, Spiritpact was a doozy. It's made by our favorite people, Tencent.
People over at Tencent who own most of Riot Games.
You know,
Yeah.
Yum.
all I know is they made League of Legends and these other two animes. I can probably just assume they're a bad company. Am I right? Or did they make something good?
Actually,
Is that shots at League of Legends?
shots at Tencent. Tencent is probably one of the biggest corporations in China right now, really making headway into being an international format. And shout outs to my friend Jeffrey, who just got picked up by them for their mobile game division to make ads.
Good luck, Jeffrey.
Yeah, good luck, man. You better tell them to step up their anime game, though. That's for sure.
Get another promotion and fix this.
Yeah, so Spiritpact, like we said, made by Tencent, is a Chinese production. If you guys remember Blood of Wars, also a Chinese production, but
That work of love.
Like 3 episodes ago, I think.
I was very, very impressed that they decided to step away from the using Chinese names.
Well, maybe this was a Japanese manga, and the Chinese just happened to animate
they just
it.
It was
bought
a
it?
Chinese manga. I
Okay,
looked it up.
You didn't have to say that.
I was gonna say that
Oh, you got to fact check.
Tencent does put in the very beginning of every episode that it is an animation / webtoon production that they're making these from. And like you told us last time, Blood of Wars was also a webtoon,
it was also
right?
a webtoon, and this one, I think instead of this one as a webtoon, I think it was an actual like volume. Like they actually had printed copies. I think.
Interesting. Well, I mean, I guess there's really not much else to do but to get right into it. Let's get to give you the lowdown on what happened in Spiritpact.
You said that weird.
What? Spiritpact?
No, what happened?
Oh.
Oh.
Thanks, yeah. I'll tell you what happened. So our anime starts
It's a good thing
off...
we have those subtitles.
You guys can see them, right?
Quit playing with the fidget spinner, you asshole!
No, never.
Ah! It's not that I hate fidget spinners, it's just that he shouldn't be playing with it on a podcast.
Well, I mean, I can't hear. I heard that they are going to ban them from schools because too
I think
many
they
kids are
already
playing
have.
them.
Like I heard multiple schools have confiscated them, which I found
Schools
funny.
banning stuff is really weird. They always ban things.
Toys and
I mean,
fun.
just don't use it during class, but wherever else is probably cool.
Well, it's
As long
supposed
as
to
it's
be.
not drugs. It's not a drug.
I think we're definitely gonna cut this part out.
They banned
because-
kendamas.
No.
They
Have
did.
kendamas
Oh,
been banned?
they were.
Pretty sure.
That's crazy. Have they banned yo-yos?
Yes. I think they
That's
banned.
crazier.
They banned any toys or anything that's a distraction to the class.
Oh, and look at now, they're distracting podcasts as well. I can see why they were banned.
So, our anime starts off with our hero or protagonist, Yo.
Yo.
The reason
Yo.
why I say you is because in their subtitles, every time they wrote out YOU.
Because that's how you spelled it.
Really?
Yes.
My name is spelled HOA, but you don't call me Hoa.
Yeah,
do.
we call you Hua.
Yeah,
There's
well,
an
yo.
I.
Yo.
If your
That's
name
how
was
you
just
pronounce
HO.
Japanese, dog.
But I mean,
That's why if you say it's Goku's charging up his Kai, you're stupid. It's Ki.
yeah, but I mean,
Just like the other protagonist,
okay,
Kamoku Ki.
You now Arakami, right? YU. Yu Hakusho. YU.
You. That's why you. There's no O there.
Then why are they writing YOU is what I'm saying.
It's yo. Yo.
Yo.
Oh my god.
All right.
Oh, you triggering me, boy. Go take some Japanese classes and understand your folly.
Look, just because we're not doing right now today's Japanese word of the day with yo, we'll get into that later.
You know how they spelled Yo Asakura?
No.
Same exact way as this dude
Oh, well.
in Japan. In America, they gets weird because you can romanize like the OU ending as OU or OH. So the Shaman King Yo is
Was
YOH.
I mean YOH, yeah.
But here, Yo is YOU.
All right. So it's almost today's Japanese word of the day.
Something like that.
Julian. But yeah, so okay, Yo Keika, who is a fortune teller on the streets, and I'm gonna be honest, when I first saw this and like was watching the opening scene, reminded me highly of Golden Boy.
That's kind of what I was thinking too.
At the same time.
Yeah.
Except this is definitely not about ladies.
Yeah, so we come into the world of this anime with Yo Keika getting harassed by some lady who's saying she's too rich and beautiful to not know her future, and he needs to tell her, you know, what's coming in store. The reason why this is happening is that Yo Keika explains that he comes from a long ancestry of very powerful exorcists back in the day who served under the emperor, right? Something like that, like with the imperial
a really
family.
powerful family, if anything. I don't remember if they ever explained it.
Yeah, it might have been the Rakugetsus.
And so we
Yes, that family.
yeah, everyone knows them. It's like the Rockefellers, right? Rakagetsu, Rockefeller.
Getsu is the Japanese way to say feller.
I got you. so
And
Yo,
Raku is how you say rock.
so Rockefeller. So Yo basically is telling us he's a down on his luck protagonist and does it in a very comedic way. But it ends up in like one of the saddest places in the world. While he's telling us this, he ends up in a dump, you know, like picking for trash or something.
No, he's picking for computer parts for his other job.
For
It's his main job. He's a computer engineer.
No,
well, he was fixing a laptop for a friend.
Well,
Yeah,
computer repairman, yeah.
and while that's happening, you know, he hears some sounds happening from behind him, and then all of a sudden this girl in a red dress comes flying above him, followed by a white-haired dude that looks well-dressed.
Yeah, you always want to go and investigate sounds you hear in the junkyard. That's the smartest thing.
Normal, yeah. That's how you find treasure.
Someone's on my tip? I don't think so.
And so as he's watching this magical battle starts happening between the white-haired man and the red-dressed girl. Unbelieving of what's being seen before him, you know, he's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry to interrupt, is this a Korean movie or something? Obviously there's a Korean movie star here, so he's already commented that the white-haired man must look somewhat attractive. Why they chose the word Korean, I'm not sure.
Because you ain't gonna get Japanese or Chinese things like that, dude. Koreans are the most beautiful people on the planet.
I guess. And so the
These
white
do not reflect the views of the Daijou crew at all.
It's only
Julian's
Julian.
personal views. Yeah.
They're not my personal views. Either.
And so we find out the white-haired man, his name is Tomoko Tomoki?
Tanmoku Ki.
Tanmoku Ki.
Or Ki. Just call him Ki.
Just Ki. Yeah.
Pretty sure, the
His
Tanmoku
last
family.
name is Tanmoko.
Yeah, so
right?
just call him Ki.
And then-
Unlike Yo, who will never ever
Be
say
just
anything but
called
Tanmoku
Yo.
Ki.
yeah. And so Ki looks back at Yo and is like, hey, get out of here. It's dangerous. Wait, you can see that girl? You must have good spiritual power. But still, get out of here. It's dangerous. And Yo's like, yo, no way. I gotta watch where this is happening because it's obviously a movie, right, guys?
You're not my dad.
Yeah.
I want to be extra.
He had just been like explained that this is not fake. And he's just like, yeah, it's still fake, right?
Yo kind of just writes his own narratives. He doesn't really care what's going on. He'll just say, oh, this is what's happening.
And the red dressed girl turns out to be some kind of demon lady. And she doesn't want to be exorcised by Ki, you know.
Or by anyone.
Or by anyone, yeah.
Doesn't want to leave, basically.
This is when it becomes very apparent that Yo, though he might have come from a family of exorcists, at this moment does not know how to perform an exorcism himself, mostly because we also find out in his expose that his parents had died when he was young, so he kind of...
Before you got to learn anything.
Exactly, unfortunately.
Oh, so sad. If
But-
they had lived, we wouldn't have gotten this great anime.
Yeah, definitely. Animation. So from here, the girl disappears while Ki's distracted by speaking to Yo, and Yo starts to like leave, and then suddenly truck hits him.
Hey, he's walking on the street. The truck didn't just drive into the junkyard and like hit him.
It would have been more interesting that way.
But great, I would have been like, whoa, I hope they explain this.
Yeah. And so with that, the screen kind of fades to black, and I thought that would be the end of the episode, and we'd have some kind of like weird exorcism, special anime where it's like each episode Ki has to do something different with like different spirits. But nope, that ended right quick when Yo woke up and was like, oh my god, why am I not a pretty boy? I wanted to be reincarnated.
No, he said he woke up as a pretty boy.
But he would look the same though, right?
No, he actually looked younger.
He did look younger?
So he was 23 when he died.
Uh-huh.
And he ended up looking like a teenager-ish.
Yeah.
I think like 18, 17?
Something close to Tanmoku Ki's age.
And so, Ki happens to be in his deathbed room and says, you got hit by a truck and you're dead right now. This is your spirit form. And you should make a contract with me and become my spirit shadow forever so that you don't disappear in 7 days.
But what's on Keika's mind instead?
How do I get reincarnated?
No. How do I get paid?
Oh, yeah, because his reparations.
He's got hit by a truck.
Yeah, exactly. He wanted to get that money. Right?
Now, this really lets you in on his character of what he cares about.
Mm-hmm.
And about life and about people. It's about that sweet, sweet okane.
So, I mean, what's Okane?
Okane is money.
Oh, did we just hit into an episode?
Seems like it. What song do we play again?
You are my friend. Oh.
あの日の夢、今でもまだ忘れてないでしょ。
All right, what was that one?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to point after that, so I just started yelling.
So,
Yeah, sounds like my dad.
so what was that word again?
Okane.
Okane, and what's
Okane.
that?
It's money.
Really?
That's it.
I thought they called it yen.
No. That's the currency.
I think that's a legitimate answer.
No, like we have the dollar, right?
Yeah.
But what's the word for money? It's money.
Yeah,
Money.
exactly.
All right.
So money is to okan, or it could just be kane. The O makes it polite or formal or whatever.
Yen means
And then
dollar,
yen is the dollar.
Stupid.
Yen is the United States dollar, USD.
So instead of saying like cash money, they would be like yen okana. If they were rapping, right?
No. So
I
like,
don't want a
like-
squad.
so you know how you call a rich person, right?
Mm-hmm.
In Japan, you're called an okane mochi, and I believe mochi was like to be full of
I know it's
money.
like a sweet cake, right?
No, it's a different kind of mochi. Okane mochi is like have a lot of money.
Ah,
Because mochi comes from motte, which is to have. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's the end, friends.
Sorry, I knocked over a water bottle and startled me. But yeah, that was the end of that. So right back into it.
Back into what happened.
So what happened? Key is basically trying to explain to Yo that if he wants to stay alive in the spirit form, he needs to bond with Key in some kind of, like, I don't know, it looked like a wedding ceremony because he had 2 golden rings and he said, just put this ring on. And Yo even like exclaims like, what, do you just want me to like what, marry you? Weirdo. It's not like I like boys or anything, but anyways.
Or anything.
Or anything. And so while they're like debating about what to do with that, the red dress girl like appears again, like jumps into, while Yo is trying to figure out how to jump into a baby's body and be reincarnated, he gets scared by the red dress girl who like appears out of the wall where he was like staring at. And she like curses him, takes over his body, and tells Key like, "I want your spiritual energy, and if you don't meet me at this mountain,"
like kidnaps him. She doesn't take him over; just steals him.
Yeah, but in like the weirdest way. She shoots like some red cloud, and then it's like not tentacle grabbing, but like tentacle grabbing, and pulls him away.
Close
right?
enough.
Pseudo tentacles. Pseudo tentacles.
Key eventually goes and finds where they're at. There's a lot of dramatic yelling back and forth of like, just leave. It's okay if I die and become an evil spirit, or just kill me because I'd rather not be, an evil spirit. And Key's like, no, I'll never leave you. Again, this is a man that he met like that night, but he convinces...
Who seemed to want to have nothing to do with him originally. And then as soon as he's dead, he's like, hey, let's hang out.
All the time.
You're my type now.
Be with me forever. And Yo takes the I'm not going to call it the bait, but the proposal to wear the rings to become his spirit shadow, as they call it.
I'm just sitting here thinking about this show, and it really gets me,
Yeah. So, episode 1 is basically shut and closed with that.
Apparently, you die when you're at your peak,
Mm-hmm.
or no, the form you take after death is what you like yourself the most. So, a little girl was actually a grown-ass woman who'd be stabbing dudes to death. But she decided to think of herself
as
a little girl.
That was her favorite form.
Yeah, it was her most innocent and pure form.
Even though she was super evil in that form too.
Yeah, with those pointy teeth.
Yeah. So, at this point, the anime slows down considerably, a lot, because we got a lot of exposition and explanation in the first one.
And a lot of special effects.
Mm-hmm. That kind of goes away for a good while as...
Yeah. A good 7, 8, 10 episodes.
Yeah, we find out that Key, though he's being very friendly towards Yo and such, he tells him we're going to go on our next mission, and that's to pick up his fiance, because this handsome guy has a handsome lady already.
A handsome lady?
Well, I mean,
she's a man?
Well, we did see her beat the crap out of Yo when he took a peek on her.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yo likes girls?
Yeah, Yo likes girls, man.
Huh.
So,
who would have guessed?
And this is when we saw one of the coolest parts of this anime that actually, if you look in the community forums, everyone talks about this. But after they pick up Key's fiance, who he's rather cold to, she's like, yeah, I'll just stay at the hotel like
rather
usual.
Cold. He's a frigid bitch.
Yeah, he doesn't give her the time of day whatsoever, and she dresses really nice for him too. And Yo points this out, saying hey, why are you so cold to this beautiful lady?
It's your fiance, for God's sake.
And he's like, don't worry about it. And so Yo tries to go get her or something like that, and goes into her room and is met with silence when he finds out that she has her face mask on, no makeup, and she's playing League of Legends.
League of Legends, ladies and gentlemen.
Literally.
Oh my god, I just put it together. This is a Tencent production. That's why League of Legends is in here.
Exactly.
I didn't make that connection until now.
You just thought
Did you really?
Yeah.
You just thought that League of Legends was the hype thing to watch?
I thought they were just playing a video game.
Oh, yeah.
How people just throw things in there. No, I get it now.
I mean, technically it's a video game. They never said, oh yeah, I'm playing League of Legends. You want to see this cool game?
No, the screenshots that they showed were clearly League of Legends.
Yeah. And they used the like, what do you call it? Not the AI voice, but like they use the
announcer voice?
The announcer voice of it when it's like defeated, tower destroyed, you know. However, the terminology that they use while explaining what game they're playing is totally not League of Legends.
No? I feel like
She goes, okay, they had the concept of, she goes, oh my god, that was a group fight, and I wasn't supposed to be there. Oh, they're slamming me that I'm not there, but I always play solo. Why are they asking me to support? Oh, this was at the boss fight, too. So I'm like, that's when they jumped the ship. I'm like, oh, you don't know your game.
That's the Baron, dude.
That's not Baron.
Baron Nashor is the boss.
But if you lose, it's not because you lost to the boss.
Really? Dignitas would like to have a word with you about that one.
Very true. Shout outs at Skara.
Who we have on the podcast right now.
Whatever.
Say hello, Skara.
Hello. So, anyways, this bond between Yo and her name is what? Shishio, I think is what it was.
Shinshio?
I think Shishio sounds about right.
Shinshiho.
Yeah. Either way, they hardly say her. They hardly say her name after that because not only Key treats her cold, but the rest of Key's family treats her cold, and that's where we end up next. After the next day, everyone's excited that Key's coming back, and the rumor is that he has a new spirit shadow.
A new one, his first one, in fact.
Yeah.
He finally chose one.
He finally got one, and his grandma's so happy, and though the fiance's there, the grandma just grabs Yo's hands. It's like, oh, you guys are going to be so good together. Oh, I can't wait for the ceremony. And Yo's like, I don't know what's happening right now. Shouldn't you be talking to her, the fiance?
What's her face?
She goes,
who's getting married here again?
You take care of my boy Ki, Yo.
I approve your relationship. You're good for him.
And this makes for good gags as the fiance always gets mad that this is happening.
Yo gets all kinds of unwanted attention.
And then,
mainly hate.
And then Ki gets not introduced, but he meets with his sister, who's a purple-haired. Everyone in this family had purple hair. If their hair wasn't white, it felt like.
No, the brother didn't have it.
Yeah, I think he had brown hair.
He had brown hair. Yeah. But then the aunt or whatever that other lady, what I'm trying to say is that Tencent likes the color purple. Yeah, it's true.
Who?
The Tencent?
Oh, Tencent. I thought you
likes
said
the color purple. No, there's no Tetsuo. We meet our first antagonist, who's just very blatantly like, I hate Ki. And it's a black-haired guy named, is it Rito?
I think it's like Rito Shinto.
You know what
Maybe
people
Shito
call Riot
Rito.
all the time?
Huh? Rito?
Yeah, exactly.
It definitely wasn't Rito.
It was not Rito?
I don't think so.
And you're right, because it's Shito. Shito Ritsu. Ritsuo.
Oh,
Ritsu.
Yeah.
Oh, just like Mob's brother.
I think it's Ritso. Ritso is what I've written down.
You do not know Japanese.
Yeah, I don't. So
that is not a thing.
So, Shito Ritso?
I'm sorry, I can't remember the names of these people,
Ritsu?
folks.
Even
though they weren't in Chinese this time, I still didn't get them.
They're not very memorable. They're really...
No, they're very memorable.
Well, I'm just going to say this straight up. Even an anime list right now, they don't list any other characters besides Yokeika and Tanmokuki. Tanmokuki. I want to call him Tamaki.
Okay, so you go Tan?
Tan.
Except it's not Tan, it's Tan.
Tan.
And then Yamato from Naruto.
I'm just going to say Moko.
With his Moku.
Yeah.
Or
boogers
stuff.
in Spanish. Moko.
Okay, that's Moko. We're talking Moku.
Okay, Moku.
And then Ki.
Tanmoku Ki.
The right way to say Dragon Ball Z energy.
Ki.
Not Kai. Not Chai. Not Chai Chai.
So, yeah, the antagonist is just blatantly, I hate Ki, and I want to ruin his life.
And you guys know what? We didn't really go over this, but Yo hates Ki as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm gonna put quotation marks around hate, because he even says it himself. He does find himself with Shito by himself, and they both like ragging on him, like talking bad about Ki behind his back, saying,
madness, dude.
Yeah, oh man, this guy sucks. I wish he would go away. I wish he was dead.
I want to club his face in with a mace.
And that's when Yo's like, yeah.
No, he agrees with it. And then, what is his name? Shito?
Uh-huh.
He's like, yeah, let's go do it. Tell me his birthday. And like, hey man, I just want to talk bad. I don't really want to kill him.
And the reason why he doesn't want to tell Shito's birthday is because as they made the spirit bond link, Ki tells him, when we made this bond, you know all my deepest, darkest secrets and all my information, and I know yours.
Which is weird, because it seems like they don't really know each other at all.
Yeah, exactly. And Ki does tell Yo, like, I trust you so much, but I don't trust you. You must never tell anyone my birthday, as bad things can happen if they know it. So Shito,
which doesn't really get explained. I'm not sure what exorcisms and birthdays have to do with each other, but
Also, with the
apparently you can't give those out.
With the amount of money and power they have, I feel like they can just go to the recorder office and figure out what his birthday is to kill him.
Well, he didn't have any money or power.
Yeah, Shito's a servant family.
I feel like that could be pretty easy to figure it out.
I just attributed this.
Maybe it was never there.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I mean, this family lives on their own mountain, and there's like hundreds of them, and they have servants. I feel like they're their own little like
village, yeah,
nation.
They have no records of it.
Yeah, but I mean, I just attribute it to the whole like don't know my birthday thing to like Western wizards. You know, they say like if you know a wizard's true name, you can do terrible things to a wizard, which is why wizards have so many titles or different names to be known by, essentially.
I did not know this.
Well, now you do. The more you know.
Now we know.
I guess.
That's Sigurd's new podcast, The More You Know. Anyways, I know. It was a bad
Beautiful segue.
Yeah. So, Shito, as he's, plotting his destruction of Ki, realizes like, wait, but I could also hurt Ki by just like cutting you or torturing you to tell me his birthday. This is when Yo gets saved by Ki again.
Whoa. We need to go over their awesome brawl.
I don't even want to.
What? But Yo picked up the Rakugetsu.
All right, we'll go into this. So Yo is like cut. Well, so there were pseudo tentacles with the spirit lady, right?
And there were pseudo tentacles again.
But this was more tentacle.
This was true tentacles
with black mist, because Shito, Ritsu, and his family are spirit masters or something like that, where they can, I don't know, fight against spirits.
They can master spirits.
Yeah,
they can bond them, bondage them.
Yo is not able to interact with the physical realm because he's a dead ghost.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah. So it was surprising when a weapon that's passed down to the Ki's family, called the Rakugetsu sword.
The family.
I didn't want to say the word.
I'll help you out, bro. I'm here to support you.
Thank you. So yeah, the sword is there, and it's supposed to be a treasured sword to like destroy evil spirits. And Yo, in his fight for self-perseverance, or I don't know what to say, to the right to exist, as he just been stabbed in the spirit heart, grabs the sword and like takes a slash at Shito.
Yeah, good old Rockefeller sword.
Rockefeller sword, and it doesn't do much.
By generation of Rockefellers.
That's like he just used it. There was no special thing happening here, right? The Ki did save Yo.
Yeah, he eventually busted in. And then he pulled the good old Naruto versus what was his name? Kabuto.
Mm-hmm.
Cut that knife with his hand.
Yeah, he catches that knife straight up in the palm.
But less dramatic and less cool, I guess.
Yeah, and he uses this because everyone is in love with Ki, because he's the heir to the fortune or whatever, the new head of the family, and Ki uses this power because he knows Shito. Shito definitely, doesn't like him. Banishes Shito and his father. I hope so too.
Shito and Shito. That's their last name. His father was Shito as well. That was his butler.
It's a pretty good double entendre for basically what kind of character he was. But yeah, so they get banned. Everything seems to be going pretty well from here. Yo realizes that he likes the fact that Ki kind of cares about him, and Ki
starts to develop feelings for him
a little bit
or something.
Some kind of bond.
Something, all right.
And this is when Yo also runs into these demons that are somehow affiliated with their family.
He just goes to sleep, and Yo's like, I want to leave. He's like, you can't go more than
can't
60
leave.
feet, but later.
Yeah. And spirits don't sleep, so I don't know. Go entertain yourself.
Or watch me sleep. Whatever float your boat.
Yeah, man, I don't care. I need sleep. Bye.
And as Yo's trying to figure out what to do and like reflecting on his day, because it's been only a day. What was that demon's name?
Intetsu.
Intetsu, a Bishonen-looking red-haired demon dude, and his little companion who's like some kind of
basically looked
lolly.
like an evil Ginga Bishonen.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. That you mentioned it, yeah.
They attack.
Basically.
They
It's
attack.
as if Takuto became evil.
Yeah, they attack Yo because Intetsu is interested to see if Yo can actually protect Ki, because Intetsu believes that he should be Ki's spirit partner or whatever, right?
Yes, they're called spirit shadows.
Spirit shadows.
I forgot the Japanese name for them already, but that's
But
what they're
Spirit
called.
Shower is what they translate to, I guess.
Yeah.
Good enough.
This fight doesn't really bring anything new except drama. The fact that Yo's weak.
Super weak, dude. I mean, Ki gave him a sword to defend himself with.
Yeah, spirit sword.
Yeah.
And
It got kind of mopped by a leaf umbrella kind of thing.
yeah, it didn't lead to much. So we're gonna just move on.
Cool.
Yeah.
From there, the next morning, they're going to get married now. And Ki is braiding Yo's hair and says, like, there's going to be a couple of rules while we get, the ceremony through. 1, never take this hair thing that I'm putting in your hair off, as it's braided with my hair, and it will keep our connection strong. And Yo's like, oh, okay. And
Sure, weirdo, okay.
yeah. Number 2. Never forget who you are.
Who are you?
Yeah.
I am you.
You are me. We are a happy family.
Yo!
So,
Yo!
How can you forget such a name?
I just thought of One Piece because you're yelling yo, but yeah,
Another thing is something to keep yourself sane.
exactly. As
And they pinky
again,
sweared.
they pinky swore
Swears are me.
with their
Weird.
pinkies.
Like, pinky swear.
They pinky swore like little children do when they said like,
Well, they're basically little kids, man.
stick a needle in my eye
Swallow 1,000 needles.
and may I
Swallow
die
your dick.
if I if I break this promise. The Shito head of their family, some purple-haired lady, I don't remember her name either. It's not the sister.
It's
I
definitely
think she
She's
only
a-
appeared twice, and that's
Yeah, she's a
this is good
Shito.
enough.
Even though her like nephew and her brother just got banned from the house, decides to go make a ruckus at the ceremony, saying like, "Oh, I want to see this riffraff that Ki's making his
Street
spirit
rat.
He
shadow."
picked this dude up off the streets.
Yeah, we don't know anything about him. Hey, grandma, which is the grandma of the the Tonmoku family, but like, are you sure that this should be happening? And grandma could care less what anyone is saying. She's so happy that
My grandson is finally getting his spirit shadow.
and
I'm
then
gonna have grandbabies.
she even told Yo like,
No.
"Oh, they say that when you spend so much time, you start to resemble your partner. I can see Ki in you already."
Oh, I can see him in him too.
Yeah, it was
I can see them in each other.
and the fiance is just like staring at the grandma like, why? And so after this ceremony, there was a bit of drama of saying like, should he be able to? And Ki forces it. He just takes, basically, if you're at a wedding.
No, the point they brought up was that, hey man, he attacked my boy. It's not my boy's fault. Or not my boy, but
My
he attacked
nephew.
whoever. Yeah.
She tries to legitimize this. I'm going to call it a wedding. This wedding
It's a
because
ceremony.
this riffraff had you touched the sacred Rockefeller sword.
Yeah, man.
And Ki was like, nope, I married him now, and because he's my spirit partner, he's as much as part of the Tanmoku family as anyone else, and he's allowed to touch the sword.
All his decisions are mine, and my decisions are his. It
If
was
you have a
hilarious.
problem with him, you have a problem with me.
So when he fought the dude,
Uh-huh.
Ritsu or Shito or whatever his name was,
Mhm.
like he used the rock against a sword, and like after Tamoku Ki was like through with like that thing, he was like, never ever touch a sword again. If you touch it with your left hand, I'll cut off your left hand. If you touch it with your right hand, I'll cut off your right hand. If you touch it with both, I'll cut off both your hands. And here he just gives him the sword.
He gives him the
Like
sword.
he has it for like the rest of the series.
Yeah, forget
It's-
about that stupid blue sword he was using earlier. That sword's done, dude.
That sword was super done. Yeah. And so because his decisions are Key's decisions, no one can touch him anymore. And things start to go well in this anime.
People shouldn't be able to touch him anyways. It's a goddamn ghost.
But yet everyone can see him and touch him. It's fine.
Inside the Tonmoku clan, because the next place Key decides to go after sleeping like all day, every day, and going to school, and then like the school scene made me upset because it was literally there just to like enforce the fact that Key is supposed to be a heartthrob.
Okay, so there was a scene where the professor asked him to solve this really hard math problem.
Yes.
You saw what math problem he solved, right?
No, I have it written right here.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were getting to that or not.
Episode 5.
Let's
If
get
you
to
want to
it.
see a really hard math problem, go to 17 minutes and 38 seconds and watch our boy Key.
No, we gotta tell the people now. We watch this stuff so they don't have to.
True. At 17 minutes and 38 seconds and 2.
Essentially, he was sleeping in class,
And the professor's like, hey, you, come solve this problem. You think it's so easy.
And Yo's so excited. He's like, that's right, Professor. Rail him. Call him out for that.
Rail him like he rails me at night.
The math problem, and maybe you guys can solve this, but
I don't think they can, dude.
1
I don't think our listeners are that smart.
Wow. 1 + 1 equals what was it again?
11?
Oh no, I don't feel like that's
Double
right.
ones.
Julia, can you help me out here? What's the answer?
I think it's Super 1.
Well, thank God our boy Key can answer. It's 2.
Oh wait, did you have that written down?
Well, I had the screenshot.
And
I wouldn't have been able to solve that if I didn't see Key solve
and
it.
everyone's at fallen submission of his brilliance.
Yeah, that's 3,000 IQ right
Literally,
there.
as he's walking away from the blackboard like it's an explosion, everyone falls over at how awesome Key is. Apparently,
Yeah, I mean,
I think even Yo was like, oh man, he's super smart too. How can we compete?
and so yeah, we get a bunch of that. And then Key takes Yo back to his apartment to see if there's anything that he needs to bring to the Tonmoku estate, because Yo will live with Key from now on.
Yeah, that's what you do when you're married.
And this is when we found out that Yo can't really interact with anything in the physical world because he's a ghost.
He can't do it unless what happens?
And that's when Key's like, oh, you're sad that you can't touch things or help people, because there was this family that was like burning money as a ceremony.
like here's all the money we owe you. Don't come back to collect it.
They're
please.
like, please, Yo, don't haunt us because we owe
And it's
you
not
this
the
money.
fake money that some
That's
cultures use.
family usually use.
It was real money.
It was real money.
Is that a thing in Japan? Please
Let
send
us
in.
know.
Or China,
Yeah.
maybe.
And so,
this is a Japanese story.
that's when some gang members come by, like, man, if you can burn that money, you can pay your protection money instead.
You know, if I was a collecting agency, I would be pretty mad. Like, why are you burning money? You owe me money.
Well, actually, it's a federal offense in the United States to do that too. So, I don't think a lot of people would be happy that you're just burning money.
Yeah, especially not those environmentalists.
And while the gangsters see that happening, they're like, you need to pay us, and they start attacking that husband and wife, and it makes Yo very upset, and he tries to throw a can at one of them at least, but he finds that he can't grab anything, and that's when Key's like, oh, you want to interact with the real world? He grabs Yo's head and just kisses him right on the mouth.
He fucking sucks that tongue out, dude.
Yep, he's like, and so Yo bashfully pulls his face and he's like, yo, what are you doing? Yeah. Both the no Pico Yo's come out of Yo's mouth, and Key was like, I just gave you the kiss of life, or whatever, the touch of life.
The breath of life.
The breath of life.
The breath of life.
Now pick up that can. And Yo can pick up the can now. He's like, oh, okay, then it's not we're straight. We're good. No homo, right? We're good. You just tried to let us so I could touch cans. And then he starts beating the crap out of the gangsters who are convinced that, they're attacking each other. And that's what happens from that. Also, Key takes away whatever looked valuable. And and one family heirloom
He
thing.
didn't take anything except that one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's because
Everything was trash.
it's kind of like the fact that Yo said that he came from a long line of exorcists. There was a sign that said "Best Exorcist in the World." That's like the one heirloom that he had, and Ki decides to take it back to the Tanmoko estate.
This is my sign now. We are the best exorcists now.
Yeah, we are come as a package, and so things seem to be going great. Yo's happy. Also, we find out that Yo can eat food, like real food, and he's so happy about that. But he doesn't need to eat.
Only if Ki feeds him.
Yeah, only if Ki feeds him, and he even tells him like, "Come, beg like a dog,"
Open your mouth.
and then puts it in. So,
Oh my, you guys! I thought we were
You
going
like my
for.
pork bun, don't you, slut?
whoa,
There were
what?
no pork buns. It's
And
pork
s-
swords.
God.
Just kidding. Ki is a vegetarian. He doesn't eat meat.
So,
Take a hold of this celery stick.
okay, so on their ride back,
Suck up my bra.
Yo is holding the Rockefeller, the Rangetsu sword, and he starts having these visions of a past where there's
He was hallucinating hardcore.
that of a former life of what looked like himself and Ki with way longer hair.
Doesn't look like Ki at all.
Yeah, I think he kind of did.
He had a goddamn blindfold on. How do you think it looked like him?
His hair. Anime characters are
Yeah,
almost
that's-
defined by their hair, dude.
Oh my god. So you're telling me the dude who had like 3-inch long hair looks similar to the dude with like 3 feet long hair?
3
No.
inch and 3 feet are very different.
They are, and that's what that dude had!
But
His hair flowed to the ground! That's not even 3 feet, that's like 6 feet!
the main cut of the bob in the front was pretty much the same. Anyways,
Oh yeah, it looked like
They did
Shito
have
Ritsu as
similar
well, huh?
features or whatever, but
yeah, it had very Ki-like features.
You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy.
So as Yo is like tripping out, he sees the vision of this white-haired man kind of going berserk and bleeding out of his eyes and fighting happening, and then all of a sudden he just gets so enthralled by this vision that he pulls out the sword and stabs Ki from behind.
oh, he was driving no less too.
Yeah, makes the car tumble and they go into a car crash, and yeah, it's all bad news. Ki is then rushed back to the Tanmoko estate. I thought he was going to die, to be honest.
It would have made the most sense. I mean, it's stabbed in the chest and then crashed his car.
Mm-hmm. And so when they go back to the Tanmoko estate, we find out that the whole role of the fiancé is the fact that nothing impure can be touched in Ki, or else he's no longer as powerful as he should be.
He can't get blood transfusions.
And so no blood transfusions, and that's why even his food can't like have the spit of another person, essentially.
Or be an animal.
Yep. And so with that, they heal him, but the fact of the matter is that the Rankagetsu sword stole and sealed Ki's power. So Ki essentially becomes useless.
A human.
Yeah, he's
A
just
human.
he's a puny human. And it's up to Yo now, who feels terrible at the whole fact that this is happening because it's his fault, to protect Ki. Because what happens when the headmaster of a family is down? A coup d'etat. The whole family that like so apparently loved Ki decides to go into this motion where the sister, her name is one his name is Junsei, the other one's Junmei. That's the brother sister duo of Ki. But one of them, the sister, is like, grandma fainted to find out that Ki got stabbed and Ki can't do anything, so now I must rule the estate.
Oh, poor me.
Yeah,
Get rid of all the servants who like Ki and put it on my people.
exactly. Coup.
You're fired.
And that's when the fiance even looks at Yo and is like, you're trapped in this green box. They replaced everyone. And you might feel sorry or complain that it was just a hallucination, but you need to prove to me that you love Ki. And so,
Yeah, steal my man from me.
yeah, Yo's like, all right, what do I need to do? She goes, stab yourself in the heart with this Rankagetsu sword.
If
Rockefeller
you're
sword.
cool, you won't die.
Yeah, if you're cool, you won't die.
Normal witch trial.
and he
if you drown, you're a human. If you don't drown, you're a witch.
So Yo's like, I'm pretty sure this is gonna hurt, but if this is what proves it, and tries to stab himself in the chest, and she stops him. She's like, idiot, you would hurt yourself. But I see that your conviction was true. Okay, you got to go find a way to not make him sealed anymore.
See, that's the thing. Like she doesn't know that he was going to pull out from the last second. It was like, oh no, never mind. Now I don't want to do this anymore.
Exactly. Yeah,
no, he was sincere. You could feel it.
Should have had him commit
seppuku. So, anyways, from there, Yo goes to Key's area. Some more convoluted stuff happens where Intetsu ends up coming in and saying like you should have protected him, and then he fights against Intetsu's minions again, the Umbrella Girl, and they bring a evil sword spirit. I don't know her name. Purple-haired girl.
Yeah, I don't either, man.
They're all purple-haired.
And this right. They got a thing for purple.
This is when
purple is evil.
This is when Yo decides to awaken his inner beast, and the vision of the man that looks very similar to him. I don't know. He like henshins into him basically.
Pretty much.
Pretty guardian
mode of Yo.
Soldier of love and
Giga Bishonen.
Yeah, Ginga Bishonen Yo.
It was.
They were in space.
Bishoujo Senshi Sailor Moon. That's who this was.
He did do a Sailor Moon-esque transformation.
That's that straight up was, dude. I wouldn't be surprised if they stole keyframes from Sailor Moon.
And so
the tape.
The sword spirit gets like slashed up by Yo, who's like, well, they find out, and they kind of explain this already, that Yo Keika is the descendant of another person of the Yo family called Yo Ne, who was a former servant of Rankagetsu. And Rankagetsu, the name of the sword, was the first like leader Yomeshi of the Tanmoku clan. And so this is when we find out that their bonds had been connected all along or something like that.
Yep. They were destined for each other.
And Tanmoku know this the entire time.
We just didn't know he knew.
Yeah. All part of his keikaku.
Which was highly convoluted.
From here, because Yo is able to defeat the sword spirit, Intetsu's like, okay, cool. Here's a miracle drug. Give it to Key. He'll be okay.
Did he ever give it to Key?
He did.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Did it happen on screen?
Yeah.
Like for a second, he was like, hey, take this. And he was like, all right.
Okay.
Oh my god, after he gave him that, I was just waiting the entire time to see him give it to him. I didn't see it at all.
Oh, well, yeah, he gave it to Key. Key wakes up. He's like, oh man, I'm really messed up. Hey, let's go talk to my master. He will know what to do.
Oh, with the Rockefeller sword.
With the Rockefeller sword.
To get my powers back.
And so this blind swordsman comes out who's living in the estate, and he's like, oh, Key, if you want to know anything from me, you know the traditional way to ask. Defeat me in combat or give me something important to you. And so Key fights. Did he win? No, yeah, he
did.
He technically won
because the swordmaster was going to slice him up, but hesitates and only cuts the sleeve of Key to show that he would have won. But that put Key in an advantage position where his sword, the Rakugetsu sword, was now pointed at the throat of the master.
No, man, they were going for a trade. He was going for a trade, and the master's like, wait, no, let's not trade. He's like, oh, no.
And so the master's
like, I need to ask this question.
So he's like, what's happening to me, basically? And the swordmaster tells him, like, your powers are sealed away and needs... because the Rakugetsu sword can destroy spirit, and your spirit is weak right now. You must find its scabbard to...
The first thing he says, you need to erase the soul.
Oh, from the sword. Yeah.
Whatever that means.
Well, Rankagetsu has been reaching out to Yo through the sword.
No? Whatever that means.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's why he was hallucinating.
Again, the story get a bit...
Okay, so
weird.
I'm just going to skip a little bit of information just to make this point clear. Rankagetsu is, much like Yu Ne is Yukeika's ancestor, Rankagetsu, who is the first Yomeshi is the ancestor of Ki. And for some reason, Rankagetsu wants to, I don't know, he has some ambition to destroy spirits or whatever. And he was reaching out to Yokeika and making him go crazy because he's the descendant of Yone, who he banished from his area, but loves him? I don't know.
But the Rakugetsu has nothing to do with Rakugetsu.
Yeah, because the Rakugetsu was made by Yone after Yone chopped off his arm and like imbued it in the sword.
Yeah.
But that was a gift to the Tanmoku family to destroy evil spirits because he always wanted to be by the Yomeshi side.
Whose spirit's in the sword?
Rakugetsu.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not Yune.
Why? Okay, whatever. Continue on. I'm not here to get into deep crafting about this show.
So from there, well, I guess it would be to say that the spirit of the sword is the memories of the both of them. But either way, they need to find the scabbard to undo the thing. And Key's like,
Sigurd, Rakugetsu doesn't have a scabbard.
Exactly. They're like, I don't know where the scabbard is though, master. And the master's like, well, Yokeika just became Bishonen and like messed me up and apparently can defeat me forever now.
Anyone forever except that one dude.
Yeah, I don't have any other answers regarding the scabbard or else I would tell you because I know.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
And from there, they're like, oh wait, we should check to see since Yone made it, maybe it's with your family somewhere. And they escape the state of the Tanmoku thing, even though Tanmoku, even though the coup d'etat's happening, and well, it's not even coup d'etat because coup d'etat is like to decapitate someone. There's a coup happening.
Yeah, that's a good word.
Yeah. So Tanmoku, on his way to the city, gets stopped by a figure in the road, ready to get hit by a car.
Who's jumping in front of cars?
It's our homie Shito Ritsu.
Is he your homie?
He's quit saying Ritsu. It's not. It's definitely not Ritsu.
Risotto.
Well, I like risotto.
Aomine.
Yeah. So, from there, battle ensues where Shito, like, well, they show him like coming up to the side window of the car, and then being like, well, Key, you look weak. Then it blinks, and the car's on fire, and they're fighting in the snow.
Yeah, well, they're fighting in like the forest, and they're like, how did we get here?
So they show us that the car is on fire to let us know that. And Shito's definitely messing up Key because he's not hurt, and Key is, and he has no spirit powers. This goes into a super long, drawn-out battle where Shito grabs Yokeika, takes off his little hairband thing, uses it because it has the hair of Ki on a voodoo doll, and he just kind of like shakes the doll while he's stepping on Ki's face, right? And he's like, oh, don't you feel that agonizing pain? There's more ways to curse you besides knowing your birthday. And I'm just like, yeah, stepping on someone's face would hurt a lot, Shito, especially when he has a stab wound through his chest already. I don't think your voodoo magic's doing much.
You're not a very big man right now,
because he was shaking it, and Ki was screaming pretty loud.
Oh, my favorite part during that was when Ki was looking at Yo, because since Yo didn't have his hairband anymore, apparently he couldn't move, and he's just yelling at Yo, "Don't look at me!
Don't look away!
Yeah, don't look at me!" And,
that was good. That was really good.
And then Yo, in his rage because he wants to protect Ki because Ki gives so much to the world and sacrifices all of his own happiness, slices up the hairband. He breaks the first promise.
So he can't voodoo it up anymore.
And the reason that happened was so that Yo, by being a spirit shadow to Ki, also absorbs much of Ki's spirit energy. And he sliced the hairband so that Yo would disappear and return that spirit energy somewhat back to Ki. At least that's what his thought was.
That's definitely what he was aiming for.
But instead, much like in League of Legends, a recall starts to happen and a beam of light from the heavens comes down. And Yo transforms into he looks like Intetsu. He looks like a demon.
You know, Intetsu.
Yeah, he
looks like Rakugetsu.
He had the short hair in the front.
I think they all kind of
have
look like-
short.
yeah.
They have mullets. All the demons had mullets.
Oh,
Business
you're
in
right.
the front, party in
Party
the
in the
back.
back. And
Yusuke had a mullet too, sort of.
yeah. And so Shito was like, "Oh no, you came back. What? I can mess you up." And then the new Yokaika, you get it? Yokai watch.
I get it, but I'm not applauding.
Yeah,
Maybe you can find some sympathy with the audience.
He like blasts the crap out of Shito and is like, "Get away from me, you're weak. You're a little B-list villain. I'm the best."
I'm the baddest.
B-list villain.
And this is when Ki gets up and hugs Yo Keiko from behind. It's like, whispers in his ear, "Remember your second promise. Remember who you are. This isn't you, Yo Keiko."
This entire time, he's always saying yo. Oh no, I think towards the end he just starts saying yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is when we go into the inner mind of Yo Keiko.
No, I think it's Keika.
Keika? Sure.
I think
Yo.
so.
Anyways, he's like, "Did I die?" He sees his parents, and Rakugetsu is like, "You should go with them. You should let me have this body."
The spirit body.
Yeah, the spirit body of a dead person that's already dead. Which is funny because in the earlier episodes, every time that Yo's like, "I'm gonna die," Ki's joke was, "You're already dead."
It wasn't a joke. He was just telling them facts.
Yeah. And so Yo was like, "No, I need to go back to Ki," and returns to himself.
I must protect him.
And
If no one will protect you and you protect everyone else, I will protect you.
I will protect you. And he comes back, and Rakugetsu kisses Yo's ring and releases his restriction of how far he can be or something like that. Frees him.
Did you mean that Ki kisses the ring?
Yeah, Ki kisses the ring.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ki kisses the ring and says, like, "Now if I die, you don't die because I release you from that." And Yo henshins from his yokai form back into Bishonen ancestor Yune form and does Kirito stuff at a bunch of black tentacles coming at them from Shito, because as soon as Yo's back, Shito becomes back to being like a threat.
Yeah. He was kind of crying like a little girl,
Yeah.
like, "Oh no, don't hurt
He's like,
me."
"No,
And
He
then
got
I'm gonna-
blasted, dude.
Yeah, you got blasted by...
Like, you wouldn't have thought he survived from that. You would have think he wouldn't have any clothes anymore, but he was cool.
Yeah. And then he got sliced up. All of his shirt was gone. You remember that?
Yeah, oh yeah, he
just cut off
Zoroed
his
him.
shirt,
He
only his
Zoroed him
shirt.
hella hard,
Yep.
except it was too much Zoro.
Yeah.
He put Z's everywhere. Shirt
And-
fell apart.
All of this is important because back at the coup, everyone's like, "Oh wait, he's gone? That means he can't perform his duties. And if you can't perform your duties, you can't be the head of the family. We should make the girl the head of the family." And the grandma's like,
I
"No."
humbly oblige.
Yeah. And the grandma's like, "No, I'm going to wait for Ki." And the fiance's like, "I told Yo to go find Ki, and he's not a riffraff, and I promise by sun up that he'll be back." Because the aunt lady of Shito had a talisman of an evil spirit, and she's like, "Look, the master told me to seal this monster and that he would take care of the rest, and if he can't do that, then he's not fit, and he's negligent of his duties
We need to get rid of his sorry ass.
by the morning." And at the last minute, the evil spirit does come out of the talisman, and that's when Yo is like Superman, flying in the air, throws Shito into the middle of the courtyard.
Yeah, he just slams down, doesn't he?
Yeah, he just throws Shito right in the middle,
In front of
lands,
his aunt too.
Yeah.
She's like, "What the?"
lands
Stupid lazy boy, you can't get anything right. I told you, distract them.
exact in front of everyone too. And Keika falls onto the floor and brings Ki, and he's like, "Ki, do your thing, do your dance." And then he's like, "I can't, we still haven't found the scabbard."
Right, that one.
And then they're like, "Wait, I think I know." And then Keika goes and finds that sign that said, "World's Best Exorcist," slices that bad boy open as they're resonating with one another.
Well, at first it was just like this is a sign, not a scabbard. How do I see this thing?
Yeah.
And you're just like banging against each other. It's like, how does this work?
Yep. And then he
This is work.
he slices that sign open. There's a scabbard. Comes back outside. Says, "Guys, look!" Puts the sword back in. Key gets his powers back, and his earring tingles. And then he like supercharge Lux Blast.
No, that is what you call Dizzy from Xrd.
Yeah.
That's her instant kill.
Yeah, it does the instant kill, destroys the evil spirit in a heartbeat, but then the blast goes so far, it literally puts a hole in a giant mountain.
Yeah, dude, she...
And destroy part of the temple, too.
Yeah, it was basically like Dragon Ball levels right there.
Yeah.
And so everyone... Oh, this is the part that I got pissed at, because I'm like, this stupid Shido family has been ruining everything. And
it's crazy because as the audience member, you're just like, it would be like if you started dating someone and like you started dating them a couple weeks before Christmas and they said, "Hey, come over to my Christmas party." And so like you're like, "Yeah, okay, sure." And like you meet their family and it's a hella big family and like a couple hours in the festivities, like people just start getting mad at each other and like there's all this fighting going on and you're just like sitting like, what's going on? Why does your Aunt Sally hate Fred? What is happening here?
That's when your boyfriend goes
Who's
like,
becoming the Tamaki or what?
and that's when your boyfriend tells you like, "Oh, we don't talk about Aunt Sally." And don't look
this
at
entire
Fred.
time you're just confused as to why these people want what they want.
Because it's a very inbred kind of hate, basically, that only the family understands.
I still don't understand why Ritsu wanted to kill Ki.
Yeah, no, he said it. His only explanation was because he's prettier than me and everyone pays attention to him. When he comes from a servant family, that's all it's supposed to be. Anyways.
Well, so I gotta kill him.
Yeah, I gotta kill him. Anyways.
What was your thinking there, man?
What
do you think is
happens
gonna happen next?
That's when the rest of the family, except for Shito and the aunt, start begging for forgiveness, saying, "Sorry, please forgive us for our sins."
Oh, the aunt begged too, dude.
Oh, I hate the aunt. Anyways.
She got on her knees.
Yeah, she was like, "I'm sorry, I
Where
didn't
she
mean
belongs.
to." So
yeah, dude, except Ki was all like, "I don't let girls suck my dick."
Yeah, yo, to our room. And then it goes into a little like epilogue with Yo talking, and he's like, "So me and Ki went to his room. The grandmother punished the Shito family.
I don't know
how. I don't know.
I don't really care either. So let's move on."
And that's what made me so mad, because all I cared about this whole anime was, how does this servant family get punished besides being banished from their home, basically.
That was enough.
And,
no allowance for you.
And then we get a happy-go-lucky at the fact that Yo and the fiance and Ki are now together, and Keika and Ki are doing
more kisses
than ever. And the fiance just gets so mad. It's like,
oh, Mr. Steal My Man, how dare you?
But I have to accept it. And
it's okay, we can share.
we get a little ending scene where
You do each other while I hide in the closet watching with the Superman clothes on.
Just like Superman.
And so Ki ends up going to some grave because he had revealed that, like Keika, his parents had also passed away. And says, "I found an interesting man.
One that'll make me happy.
He protects me and I protect him. I hope this would make you happy." And this is when Rakugetsu, who was apparently trapped in the sword but not so much anymore, is on some mountain.
He was never trapped in the sword, dude.
Yeah, he wasn't, because he talked to Ki by himself as a golden butterfly, and he also appeared by Keika as a golden butterfly too. But he starts talking about like, "Oh, isn't it a tangle web we weave through history, Yone?" Who was behind him, but when he looks back, Yone is gone.
Which is really weird because he looked back with the blindfold still on.
Yeah. And then
where are you?
And he goes, "I guess we'll just have to see what the future lies in store for our descendants," and takes off his headband, his blindfold, and he's missing an eye. End scene.
Goro Majima.
It should also be known that Yone killed Rakugetsu. Because Rakugetsu went crazy or something and started killing everyone and just a mountain of bodies he was standing on,
Okay,
just
that's
laughing
true.
like a crazy man.
That happened, yeah. Maybe that's why Yone decided to leave, or I don't know.
That's why I got kicked out. So I don't want you to hang out with me anymore. I'm gonna be a bad dude.
They never really explained the past.
They never really explained anything.
They did also explain that the reason why Shito hates Ki so much is that he says Key killed 2 very important people in his life, but never said who. And Key does tell the grave, I'm afraid of Yo Keiko finding out about my past.
He's only 18. What could he have done?
Yeah.
Is that the end of what happened?
That is the end of what happened.
Oh, praise God. Tired of reliving this.
You know what, guys? It's a little bit earlier than we usually do it, but we'll just go into a musical break right now.
Let you wrap your head around this Spiritpact
while you listen to this hot track.
Hot?
All right, so now that we're back, we'll head into our next installment, which is known as
clickbait.
What is it known as?
Or clicky Netflix clickbaity.
Fajiggity.
Fajiggity?
Fajiggity.
Yeah, no, clickbait. And clickbait's a segment where we basically try to give you the description of the anime that would try to make you watch it, much like Netflix does. So I think we'll go right into it with, we'll start with Wah. We usually start off with Julian, but I feel like Wah has a good one this week, right? Wah, you're prepared?
Well, I am prepared, but for a good one, you're overestimating me right now.
I believe in you, dude. You can believe in me that believes in you. So, this is clickbait for Spiritpact with Wah.
2 lovers bound together by holy fate. They must overcome demon, family, and even their past self. What journey would these 2 take? Again, that's all I got.
I mean, they didn't give you much material to work with. So
not at all. Not at all. Really.
You got all the keynotes. Did you say 2 lovers?
Yes. Again, clickbaity.
Super lovers.
We
should have just done should have did super lovers.
If we did super love, we have to do super lovers too as well.
I don't think I'd mind.
You could even like triple it down to, hey, do you like BL? Just watch this.
BL?
BL, boys love. Yeah, just watch this.
I guess we could have.
I thought you meant Battle Litany.
Oh, what is Battle Litany?
It increases the party's critical by
God,
15%.
Stop talking about your stupid phone games.
It's Final Fantasy.
Anyway.
14.
Oh, Realm Reborn?
No, this one's the Heaven Sword expansion pack because it's a level 52 skill.
What about Stormblood?
Stormblood, we don't know yet. We know that Black Mages got triple Swift casts. That's so crazy, dude.
Square Enix.
If I could just do... Oh, but I don't have the mana for triple flip.
Looks like you'll have to respec.
No. When you use Flare, like it consumes all of your mana. You need to have a minimum mana level, but it consumes all of your mana. And the way you get past that is you Flare, and then you convert and it takes some of your HP and turns into MP, and you can Flare again. And then back before Heaven's Ward, using...
what's
Max
wrong
Ether?
with Mega Ether?
It's not enough, I think.
Damn. Okay then.
And that was the Final Fantasy Minute.
I forget the levels of the Ether Potion MP restore.
The theme song for that will just be
casual.
All right, so let's just move back to clickbait. I guess
you could do that.
I guess we'll move.
I mean, if you don't care about Final Fantasy 14. If you're here for if you're not here for Final Fantasy 14, I guess we'll get on with
watch a Final Fantasy anime that didn't do well, maybe. But
we just watched the movie.
Advent Children was great.
You're thinking too recent.
Oh.
I'm talking about the spirits within.
No, spirits.
What about the other one, like King something?
Kingslave?
Maybe.
I never heard of it.
It was Final Fantasy 15. It was prior stuff to 15. Kingslave.
We will see.
I heard it was alright.
We can report back to it later.
We'll check it out. Anyway, so this is clickbait for Spiritpact with Julian.
Oh, I get to go next? Okay, cool. So, never failing to meet your expectations, Tencent is at it again with Spiritpact. Follow Yo Keika as Stockholm Syndrome takes root and ruins his life after life. Will he be able to find peace with his new situation, or will his past haunt him for eternity?
That's pretty good.
Huh?
Life
That's
after
not
life.
bad, yeah.
I like that.
I like the Stockholm Syndrome one. That is true. Like, he pretty much did not
You
know.
can't go 60 feet past me.
I guess I have to love you now.
That was really good, Wa. Good voice acting.
Good delivery.
All right, so who wants to
All right.
set me up?
So, Mr. Boone Companion Man,
The host.
what is your click? I don't remember how you set us up for these.
It's okay, just do whatever
Here
you
is
want.
clickbait with Sigurd.
Yeah. With his fucked up mic.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up. All right. Yo Keika, down on his luck fortune teller, finds himself with even more misfortune after running into a mysterious white-haired man. With the bonds of their family history tied together, will this unlikely pair be able to hold back the sins of their ancestors, or will their current family history tear their existence apart? Find out in Spirit
It got
Pact.
too real, man.
Wait. That sounded awfully like the synopsis for the My Enemy List summary.
Wait, really?
Kinda.
Oh, Sigurd
It was like-
read
it was like-
it.
it was
Didn't
like
think
a-
he read it. He plagiarized it on accident.
I didn't read it.
I could have swore because I kind of read the first sentence. It was just like the My Anime List was also like down with his fortune teller, down with luck fortune teller Yo Keika or whatever, something like that.
Well, he
Looks
is
like
a fortune
Sigurd is closest to harmonizing.
with my anime list.
Yeah,
My anime list. Hire me.
don't.
Yeah. Okay. So that's our clickbait. Let us know in the review which bait would you click the most.
Which
nice.
bait would hook you?
Hook you up.
Let me reel you in.
Okay, Deno. My strength.
Call me comical.
My puns will make you cry.
Ooh, my anime
Or
will make
go
you
to
cry.
our Facebook page, type in 1 if you like mine, type in 2 if you like Julian, or number 3 if you like
No,
Sigurd.
like for Julian, angry for Sigurd, and thankful for Wah.
No laughter.
Heart reacts only, please. But
Heart for Sigurd, like for Julian, thankful for Wah.
thankful's gone though.
I know.
Oh wow.
That's what I'm like, is there a thankful one?
You know, quick aside to that, I think the reason they took off thankful is everyone was calling it the fidget spinner emote.
I don't think that's why
It
they
was
took
a
it off.
flower, right? But it's the center is yellow, and then a bunch of like little
But
circles at the end.
That seemed like a more reason to keep it, because that's the new thing.
Well, better get rid of wind power.
The ultimate fidget spinner.
I think when you think it triggers people when they drive to San Francisco, they see the giant windmills like, ooh, fidget spinners at it again.
No, it's going to cause
Maybe.
more accident, because then people, when they're driving, is going to pull up their fidget spinner and be like, I can do that too!
And then on the other hand, they'll take their phone and start taking pictures.
Oh man.
And then their car will take them to the next life.
Well, they'll have to become a spirit shadow.
Oh,
All right.
I don't think many people get that luxury.
Back to be talking about spirit shadows. We'll move on to the next part of our podcast where we give you our rating, which we finally kind of settled on, guys. Isn't that exciting? This is when we tell you.
Yes,
I'm shivering in my
Yes,
boots.
our controversial 1 out of 10 was finally removed due to popular
and our
demand.
bed shitting was just vetoed.
So we go with one of 3 categories. If this was a good anime, just
Call it a good anime.
yeah, then it's a good anime. Meaning you should probably check this out. It's really good. Just anime, which is like it's not something compelling to watch, but it wasn't necessarily bad either. Very typical. Or was this banime? Was this bad anime that shouldn't have existed? So let's kick right off into it. Who wants to start first?
This was bad anime. This was bad anime.
I guess we're kicking right into it, huh?
I'm kicking into it, man. Kicking into 5th gear, 6th gear, 7th gear, gear 13, dude. I don't care, man.
Overdrive, red line.
Well, I mean, you did say you were at the Phantom of that mountain.
I do not have much experience with BL, but if this is what the BL genre is about, keep me out of it. I was really expecting them to get together, like, to really get together, to, like, be like, I love you, Key. Like, I love you, you. And be like, you know.
You said, what was that?
It was you.
I love you, you.
I love you, you.
I love you, yo.
No, I love you, you.
No, it's
Hakusho.
yo, I love you, man.
You, I love you. Yo, I love you.
Yeah, yo.
Okay, wait, you know, it was...
Don't give it a Tomoki.
Tanmoku. So, I call it anime, but I have to say, some of the effects weren't too bad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there was only like 2 or 3 real fights the entire time, but the special effects weren't horrendous. I mean, it's okay. And then there wasn't like, you know, all the crazy cuts in animation that like Blood of Wars did. Yeah, man. Like I could follow the lines of animation and see things happen and be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. His arm didn't bend in any weird way that, you know, made me think he wasn't human.
The guy doesn't have a sword stuck to him for like 3 episodes.
Oh, that guy's not a Beyblade.
Yeah, I mean that final shot where Key's like exorcism blast shot through the mountain. Oh, good, fine.
That's where the last of the budget went.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah,
maybe all of the budget went.
That's all they had. They had
an extra $40. Let's go for it.
They had budget for like one cool laser. Might as well use it for the ending.
Yeah.
I mean, the music track, nothing special. It didn't make me want to gouge my ears, but it didn't make me want to listen to it anymore. Yeah. So, anime.
I think I'll kick it off next.
No, you're not kicking it off. You're kicking it while it's down. I've already kicked it down.
Okay,
I already kicked it off the ship. It's drowning.
I
You gotta take it or life after it.
I grabbed its hairband and I'm going to wrap it around my voodoo doll and I'll step on it. All right. So I too thought
Don't look at me.
I too thought it was Banime. It's just rather unfortunate because I mean you would think that with Tencent being such a big company that you can be able to spend a little bit of money into, I don't know. I mean, like if this is already a project that you guys are investing into and you want to actually give it a go, like put some effort into it.
It would be nice. I feel like they put a lot more effort in this than they did Spiritpact.
You mean Blood of War?
Blood of War, yeah.
I mean, at least the story in Blood of War was at least somewhat intriguing. This one, because of the pace... What? I mean, well, I want to know what was going on and how they got into the space-time continuum. Besides, I think Tencent's problem is that they don't know how to actually go with the flow of a story when they reveal things.
Okay, hold up. We need to learn who's making these stories.
Tencent.
If it's like a webcomic that some random dude did that they just animated, you know?
Well, no, because the way I see it is even in like let's say Lord of the Rings, right? The story, the book could actually be well written and received, but because you're trying to accelerate the telling of the story through animation, sometimes things get lost like that. The anticipation. And so like I feel that with Tencent's delivery of Spiritpact, that to have someone become so utterly devoted with another person in 3 days, very unlikely.
It was like a week.
Yeah, it was before 7 days. Because Ki promised Rankagetsu, which is when he met him, after Ki saw Yo's smashed up body.
On the 7th day, he had him return back to his apartment and stuff, so a little more than a week, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, like, the ceremony happened on day 3, and, like, Yo was just kind of accepting his fate. I don't know.
No, he wasn't. He was fighting it really hard. I'm not going to gay with you.
I like women.
Your fiance is hot. I think she's hot. I would bang her over you.
Yeah, I don't know. It just rubbed me in a weird way because it was clearly BL, and it was
not clear. I was so unsure if it would go there or not.
Oh, well, no. It was BL, but without calling it BL. like with Yuri on Ice, a recent anime that went into BL.
Way to date the podcast, Sigurd.
What? Okay, I did, but so did Fidget Spinners. And so did you talking about Initial D.
What? Initial D?
I'm throwing it in there.
What?
I gotta throw you in there.
Yeah, we made this
Damn,
anime.
this podcast could happen anywhere from like 1996 to 2018.
That's right. So, yeah, like Yuri on Ice took the genre and then really went with it and made it a true love story, you know.
Did it?
But yeah, they got married.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, I'm letting you know.
Thanks, man.
But with Spiritpact, they just alluded to all these things, and then even in the first teaser, they're like, when the fiance was coming in, you know, they're like, oh, will Yo be able to keep his position as the damsel in distress? And then Yo's punchline is like, what? I'm not a damsel in distress, you know, like, but he was clearly the love interest at this point already. Like, I just wish they too, like you said,
the fiance should have been the love interest at this point.
The what?
The fiance.
She should have been what?
The love interest.
Yeah, a little bit. I would have liked it, like, if two routes could have happened, where it would have felt more humane to me.
Like a love triangle kind of thing,
or no? It's like either Yo and Ki, acknowledged their care and love for another and became a thing, or Yo was trying to spark the true love between Ki and Shisho. I think that would have been interesting as well. If Yo,
he was sort of trying. He's like, "Hey, be nice to her, dude."
But that was it.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Well, because
that's all you really got to do in a relationship, Sigurd. You just have to be nice to each other.
Oh, really? Thanks for your
basically
love advice for Julian minute again. Oh,
God. Do you think people who are mean to each other stay together?
Oh, well, I would think marriage is a bit more.
If you're a freak,
marriage
maybe
is a bit more complicated,
sometimes
and you can't just be happy all the time.
That people just don't want to do it.
There you go. That was love advice. But anyways, I rate this banime. I wish it didn't exist.
Would this be your final 1 out of 10 or?
Nah,
what?
I mean, like, it was still.
Hey, no scales. Stop that. You can't quit bringing it back, man.
I'm not trying to bring it back.
You just did.
I want to see if he finally gave an anime a 1 out of 10 because he's never done it before.
No, I wouldn't give this one a 1 out of 10.
Okay, I was curious about that. You have that rate. I was curious if you would do 1 out of 10.
It's okay. Well, I'll give you my number anyways. It would have been a 2 or 3.
Yeah, that sounds appropriate.
Sounds right.
But what about you, Wa?
Well, I'll give it a 2 out of 10, and it'll be anime.
Let's let Wa speak, Julian.
What's more to talk about? Just Julian already answered for me.
Salt. I said salt. Let's go.
I gotta say, this might be the first yaoi anime that I've probably seen. Mm-hmm. I might have seen others.
Shit, I forgot that's a term.
Yeah.
Yaoi?
Yeah. You guys keep saying BL. I mean, I think the actual term would be yaoi, but yeah. I might have seen another yaoi, but I'm probably erased that from my memory, so I'll probably say this is my first one.
You never watched Yuri on Ice?
I did not.
Oh wow, I totally figured that was up your alley.
Why?
You know,
because it has the word Yuri in it.
Which I found that ironic, to be honest, the entire time.
Yeah, no, you see, Yuri is dead. That's why it's on ice.
Oh no, I didn't see that one either.
You see, it's in a critical condition. They're trying to just preserve the cells.
So I'll mistake it as a battle anime instead of a skating anime.
Yeah,
that's what it's about, right?
Battle?
No, but ice skating, Julian.
Yeah. No, it's about BL. Apparently, except there's no kisses.
There's a lot of kisses.
No.
In Yuri?
Yeah,
they kiss.
Did you see it happen? Did you see their lips contact each other?
Yeah.
There wasn't anything in the way?
No. That's when I stopped watching.
Okay. You win.
Yeah.
Stop watching when they finally kiss.
When they finally kiss. Yeah. I'm like, oh, this is the direction we're going. Yeah. Okay, I'm good.
But either way,
wait, what? An erection killer?
No, I said
that's... Did you have an erection while watching
I said that's the direction they're going.
Direction of my erection.
I thought Julian was going to be like, wait, you had an erection too?
I didn't watch it. I don't know.
I didn't watch it.
Anyway, so yeah, I kind of figured this is how like yaoi kind of go about. Like, it's pretty like subliminal of how they go about their love making, I guess.
Love making,
or their love, I guess. Like I guess they wouldn't like actually say I love you, but I guess there are probably a couple anime that would say like, oh no, I'm totally in love with this dude and we're gonna get married kind of thing.
Yeah.
But no, it's like I didn't like it because of the BL. It's like I did hate it because the animation and the story were just really boring. Even the part where like they try to be funny, it's the joke that fell flat and it just felt rushed too.
Yeah,
so
it seemed forced, didn't it?
It's very forced, like.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I liked how they changed the animation into the like. It reminded me
the
of
little chibi thing, like
yeah,
no,
90s.
That's
Whoa,
FMA.
that was definitely like cutting the budget. That's how they had the budget
no,
for
I mean
the
like
special
no, like
effects.
a lot of anime does that for like comical relief and like
Yeah, they
that's
just did
one
that
of my
to do
thing.
it.
Like when they go in like little chibi mode and start like goofing off, I'm like, hey, that's pretty funny. But when they did it here, I'm like, this is really bad. And also like I guess for Spiritpact, I guess what I expected was I guess
a female main character.
No, that's what you expect. I expect like spirit battle, like them actually fighting spirit monsters and stuff. But no,
There was like 3 spirit fights, dude. 3 out of 12.
No, but
out
he
of
was saying
10,
that
it's
that
pretty
would
good.
be the main focus of it. Like
Yeah.
I thought that it would be much like the first episode as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like I expect that to be
First episode was quite the bait.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's,
Definitely.
That's the clickbait.
Where would you have dropped it, Well?
Ooh, I don't know. I probably would have dropped that to episode 1 just because of the way the direction was going. It's just bad
I would
animation and everything.
I would have dropped that on episode 3.
3 as well. Oh, 3.
As soon as they got to that estate, I'd be like, "This is done."
Yeah, I think as soon as we probably figure out that it's mostly family drama, I think that's where it's like, all right, this is just boring now.
Yeah,
It's-
I'd rather
I'm literally at a family reunion right now. It's not even my family.
I'd rather go watch
Yeah.
a Korean drama if I want to see this
Yeah.
kind of thing.
So yeah, for me, this is also anime. This is
Yeah.
bad anime.
See, the reason I cut it in front of you and said, 2 out of 10, but this is anime, is because that one anime you did where like, yeah, this was pretty terrible, but I'll give it a 6. I don't remember what episode we were on, but you said that.
I think it was
Yeah.
2 episodes ago.
No, I think
Well,
it was like episode
from
2
No, I
or
mean,
3.
no, like
2 episodes from from the one that just aired.
Which one is that?
It's after Blood of War. Lost to Raj.
No, I think it was earlier, dude. I think it was like Scarlet Zex or like before.
Maybe.
I think it was the
there's
third one.
some that I kind of enjoy, but I wouldn't consider it like top. That's why I didn't really like the ranking system, because it's
I feel like
I
it was
couldn't really
the one after
express
Active
it.
Raid.
Was what? I know Julian gave a 1. Did you give something a 1 yet?
I think I gave like
He gave
3
something a
things.
0, dude.
I gave like
Oh, you
3
gave a
things
0.
to 1.
Oh,
Nanya
okay.
Girls, Blood Wars, and I think I gave Scar Rider Zex a 1.
No, you gave it something high. I'm pretty sure.
I think you
No, I
gave
think I gave that one a 1 just because of
We
how.
gotta listen to it later. There's no way.
I think it's because I predicted almost everything, and I hated how I predicted everything. I gave it a 1.
I think
But I might revise that, but I don't know.
this is a good call for that one day, listeners, when we have a website where we can have our reviews and our rating of what we thought they were.
Call us out.
It's like a database. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Database.
Expose our
Database.
balls. Oh no,
I miss Log Horizon.
I do not.
And you know what we could watch on
Log
this
Horizon?
podcast? Log Horizon Season 2.
Yeah, I heard that one
I
was a
dropped
lot.
it.
Yeah, I heard
I
that was
couldn't
a lot worse.
it's
I
just-
didn't even give it a try because I was like, I don't feel like it.
It was a studio thing for me. But, all right.
Oh yeah,
so
they did change studio, didn't they?
those are our reviews of the... not of the anime we watched, but of Spiritpact itself.
Cool.
All consensus is pretty much this is a banime.
Stay away.
Where I would-
Unanimous decision.
Whoever gave it a 6.2 on my anime list was dumb.
just calling them out. Julian, where would you have dropped this?
I don't know, dude. I don't remember. It's all
It's a
like
blur.
I think
What about- what
episodes
scene?
like 3 through 8 were simply just a mishmash of like, hey, let's
Daily
do
life.
nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
Oh, what was episode 2? Maybe something in episode 2 would have killed
Episode
it.
2
two
is when
is
you meet the fiance
Just the fiance.
and the League of Legends episode.
So I wouldn't have dropped it at that point yet.
Because League of Legends is in it. That's why. But I would have been happy if I just watched the first 2 episodes and that was enough. That's enough Spirit Pack for me. 3
Maybe
through
something in
10.
episode 3 would have killed it for me.
Yeah, 3 through 10 is what made it.
3
not
through
in-
10 is the end. That's from 3 to the end.
I'm saying that's what made it bad. 1 and 2, it was still interesting. It would have been just anime for me if it was just episodes 1 and 2. But
It was just a 2 anime episode, a 2 episode anime
I think
Well, that's actually a really good.
formula.
Okay, so I'd be really upset not knowing why he wanted him to be a spirit shadow.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say anime. Yes, maybe if it was just 1 and 2.
So alluding into our next segment, which is listener emails / Yahoo questions. Still don't have any emails, and I think that's fine. Hopefully one day you guys aren't shy and we'll totally notice you. Trust me. But
even if you call us all really expletive deleted.
Yeah, you could be like, hey, here's an email from Mysterious Writer X or something.
Hey, Daijou losers.
Yeah, I would
you
take it.
suck.
Just talk to me.
Yeah,
Anyways.
we respond to criticism.
Yeah.
I don't. I just cry. I ignore you and cry.
Yeah, me and Walt do it for Julian. But to get into that, I think I want to ask you guys a personal one. Is this anime worse or better than Blood of Wars, and why?
Me?
Both
Us?
of you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you were talking about the listeners.
Yeah, he's not talking to the listeners.
Oh, he could have been, man.
No. This to
Why
us.
don't you go first?
I feel like I think Spiritpact is better than Blood Wars. Just because I think I technically had closure. Because, I mean, it ended. It technically did end it. I think with Blood Wars, it's just sort of ended in like, alright, what was that? Are you really not going to tell me? Alright, whatever. I think the story for Spiritpact did made a little more sense than Blood Wars. Because Blood Wars was just, oh, we're criminals. Oh, we're in this Battle Royale-esque area. Oh, now we have to fight monsters. None of this makes sense. At least this one is just like, oh,
it never made any sense.
A ghost and this exorcist are kind of in love. Alright, cool. Family drama.
Family drama.
I get it now.
What?
Okay, so Yokeika was 23 before he died. But when he died, he became his like older teen self. And when Tamokuki met him in the scrapyard, he was 23 and he was like, oh, whatever. But then once he was in his like 18-year-old form, he's like, I want to slide into this dude's DMs.
Oh my god.
We gotta give me some of that booty.
That's why.
Yeah. I was thinking that was the case. So he was just like, "Oh man, you're at the right age.
You're just my type.
You're at the
You
right
know
age."
what they say? A Yomeishi never lives to see old age.
That's true. They die before 30. All right. So what about you, Julian?
This wins hands down, dude. Blood Wars is trash. Blood Wars was booty. Booty. Like Wa said, there's no fucking closure. There's nothing at all. I don't know. I
think the thing is like because it closed it off with a cliffhanger, and at the very end of like the preview it says, "Thanks for watching. Here's something cool that might happen, but you're not going to get it."
I would say Blood of Wars is like a semester-long course in school, and you fucked up and you signed up for an online-only course.
Yeah,
and your professor just sent out videos. And the material didn't make really any sense because it was a pseudoscience. And you wanted to ask questions, but there were no questions asked. So you just left that course like understanding less than you actually did.
I'm gonna be honest. Did this happen to you? It sounds like you're really familiar.
It kind of happened to me too. Like I took an online course
No.
It was just videos and
I just ignored my online courses.
Oh god. All right, for me, I would say I liked Blood of Wars more than Spiritpact.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it was.
Get me the Switch.
It was interesting seeing like Chinese names in anime first of all, and then like I said, I really liked Cage of Eden because of the whole like trying to figure out what happened. I will say Blood of Wars pulled out more emotion from me at the aggravation that there was no closure. Spiritpact to me, I just kind of felt like, oh man, I just watched this and I'm not a better person for it at all. You
now understand the BL genre more.
Do I? I already understand it pretty well.
Oh god, you're one of those.
What does that mean?
Oh,
the BLers.
Well, we need to stop having these podcasts at your place.
Oh my god, I don't enjoy BL, but I read it like I've seen it before.
Oh my god, yeah, I don't really like taking it up the butt, but you know, it's not going to stop me from going to the gay bar.
If something goes up there, then nothing I can do.
Whatever, guys. Anyways, but yeah, I think Blood of Wars was a way better anime than Spiritpact. I just feel that Spiritpact was a forced story, kind of like the whole debate. Wars? Well, I mean, like Blood of Wars was somewhat of a forced story, but there was mystery to it. I just like to me this. it bothers me in things like Overwatch, right? Recently, people were criticizing Blizzard for having Tracer be a person of different orientation, sexual orientation, and then all of a sudden they made Symmetra.
Is she a lesbo?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's lesbian.
Oh, I thought she wanted to fuck robots.
No, that's someone else. I bet in the end.
That's a different philia, I guess.
Ophelia?
What is-
Orisa?
No.
Orisa?
No, I don't know what I'm talking
Symmetra
about.
all of a sudden became on the spectrum.
What is the spectrum? Autism?
Autism. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All of a sudden, like this has nothing to do with the true
I thought there was
backstory.
like a gender spectrum or
Well,
sexual orientation
according
spectrum.
to
Like,
Bill Nye,
what do you mean she got on the
there is.
spectrum? Bill Nye?
Yeah, that's what he said.
There's a gender spectrum?
That's apparently.
Oh.
Oh, there's a meme on the internet about it, but
Yeah, people hate Bill Nye now. It's surprising.
I still stand
People-
by him
People been hating Bill Nye.
because
Ever
he's been
si-
telling the Republicans that there's global warming.
No, it had to do with this one Reddit. They were like, which star do you know is actually an asshole in real life? And it was like, yeah, Bill Nye, he's just fucking not nice to kids.
Anyways, but yeah,
Anyways.
no. What I mean by what I was trying to say was that, like, it just felt that this was BL for the sake of BL, not because like the character just was. I don't know. It wasn't written well. It just felt like I'm gonna.
My bad. I forgot the masterpiece of Blood of Wars and how well that was written.
That's the thing. Like they're
But
both,
it was
they're both
more
bad, but
interesting.
it's just I feel Spiritpact was a little better. I think I'm just still mad about the first episode, how the first episode ended in Blood Wars, where they did light up
When
the
they died and then
they
came back alive.
they light up the van, and then in the preview they just showed them they're all okay. Like, what was the point of that? You could have just cut to black if anything.
Yeah. I will say one thing that touched me on Spiritpact was there's a moment when he's like losing conscious and like closes. You see through his perspective and his eyes like close. I think that was done really well. I thought that was pretty cool. So I'll give Spiritpact props for that, I guess.
Cool.
They have amazing eye closing technology.
Eye closing technology.
Okay.
Now let's move on to the first question.
Well, let's not move on. Let's segue into questions.
Well, that was a question from me.
Thank
Who's
you, listener.
listening? Yeah, who's listening? But the first question.
You've thrown me for a loop. What's happening?
We got a question going on. Get ready
All
for
right.
this.
What is it, man?
What exactly is a familiar spirit?
All right. From what I know, it's archetype in Yu-Gi-Oh, where these cards kind of evolve into other cards, and the people have monsters with them. And there's the Zero no Tsukaima, and I think that has to do with a pink-haired girl, and she has like a familiar. Oh wait! Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I'm pretty sure that
She
her
had Salem.
Her cat,
her cat Salem was the familiar.
Yeah.
Did you keep forgetting the word like halfway through, or
Maybe.
All right. What about you?
Oh,
What's
and Sailor Moon. She got
Luna?
Luna and
are
Sailor
you saying
Venus.
familiars are cat? Is that familiars another word of
I
cat?
think it might be because I have a friend who on Facebook and he calls his cat as familiar,
Well, there you go.
and his cat's name is
To
Nix.
answer that question, familiar are cats.
All right. And what about you?
I think it's like a guardian spirit or like something to protect you. Like, yeah, it could be a cat,
Like a
it could be a
stand?
dog. Yeah, it could be your stand. It could be your like grandma. It could be. It could be.
I'm just imagining you find Jotaro and he's like, what I have Star Platinum. And they're like, yeah,
Star grandma.
I got grandma.
Oh, I thought you were gonna make Jotaro use Suzy Q.
Oh, too
Wait, no, but
soon.
she's still alive.
Yeah. So
Yeah, he just picks her
wait,
up.
do the grandparents have to be dead?
Well,
Salem
I
was
was
alive.
thinking. I was thinking
Yeah,
more.
lots of things are alive.
I was thinking like
Amidamaru
Spirit, but
wasn't.
yeah.
He might be a familiar.
So does that make spirit shadows not familiars?
No, I think they might be familiar. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, well, for me, familiars are a D&D stat enhancer. If you pick, like, the crow, you get +4 intelligence. If
Oh,
you pick
like
the toad, you
Neo.
get
Those are
+3
nerds.
HP.
Oh, Neo has familiars then.
Neo?
Yeah, that not Dark Souls game with the Weeaboo Samurai.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Really? Well,
I know that
you get to
people
pick
are,
a
like,
spirit
into it.
animal thing or something.
There you go, yeah.
Something like that. I don't know.
All right, let's move on to the next
I
question.
get spirit animals.
Who is the best butler you know in history?
Ooh, I got 2 in mind.
2 in mind? All right.
Should I say mine? Because it looked like you're still thinking, Joanne.
Yeah, go ahead. Sigurd, you have to go after him.
I got it. I got
So, real life butler would probably be Jeffrey from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It's just sass. Oh, ooh. I got 3 in mind because there's also Alfred. Like, there's sarcasm in there.
You pick one.
Fine. Walter from Helsing. He's just such a badass.
Wow, that is not where I thought Wall was going to go at all.
Yeah, nope. Why is Walter the best butler?
Because he is the angel of death, and his weapon of choice is strings, and he can just cut up motherfuckers like nothing.
It's
like
not
butter.
Hayate?
He's okay.
History's greatest butler?
Okay. You're confused. You're confusing Kenichi, the greatest disciple ever.
I'm not confusing anything.
Hayate is not the greatest butler ever. He is Hayate, the combat butler.
The combat
butler.
No,
he is the history's greatest butler.
He's a good guy. I won't say he's the greatest butler. He's just a really funny butler in a very funny situation. But I think I like Walter from Helsing the most because he's really badass.
All right. For me, the reason why I started to cut into your answer was because you were naming all the ones that I was thinking of. Originally, I thought of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air because, he didn't take crap from Will or from Uncle Phil or anyone. Like, he did his job
on point.
Yeah, it was glorious. In fact, it made it even cooler the fact that while we were at Sac State, the actor for Jeffrey, his son was a theater major.
Oh, really? I never
got
knew
to
that.
see him play with a friend of mine.
We actually have some favorite people at Sac State, don't we?
Yeah, we get some.
Wow, way to date the podcast.
Well, then,
go look that up, guys. Anyways, but for me, no, Alfred.
Yeah, like halfway,
Alfred is my favorite.
Yeah, halfway when I was explaining Jeffrey, I'm like, oh, that's also Alfred. Alfred is pretty cool too.
Yeah, because he took care of Bruce. He knows who Batman is and never broke. In fact, I believe Alfred even beat up Superman one time.
Yes. He beat the crap out of Superman.
And then he has to watch Master Wayne adopt all these small boys and just believe that Master Wayne isn't doing weird things.
Sometimes
Oh, you're talking about Bruce.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought his dad was adopting little boys or something back in the past. I get it. You're talking about Robins now.
He also dressed up as Batman sometimes, so he can be Bruce Wayne and Alfred can be Batman.
Yeah, and I just thought that Alfred is probably the best butler in it. I want an Alfred. And then I thought about making it even technologically thing, like Jarvis, in a sense, for Iron Man is a butler, but not. He's an AI. But that's why...
You can make that debate, yeah.
But that's why I stuck with Alfred. I would want an Alfred to tell me little snippets of wisdom when I'm being emo in a Batcave.
So, are maids butlers? Does this count?
No, maids are
I feel
maids.
like maids are maids, butlers are butler.
So,
it's like,
you can't have a female butler?
I think a female
Answer carefully.
Why should you answer carefully now? You guys have been blasting a bunch of other things.
Maybe I'm just trying to protect him. He's protecting everyone, so I'm trying to protect him.
I think depending on how you identify, you can choose to be a maid or a butler.
What's the maid butler you're thinking of?
There is none. I just wanted to ask the question.
No.
I have an answer.
Who could
I have
you
an
be
answer.
thinking of?
But okay, so I don't know enough about the Black Butler to talk about him, but he seems like he might be a cool dude. Except there might be BL there too, so I'm not sure. But I think the Butler from Kamen Rider Kabuto was a real bro. He did some of the best stuff for his retarded liege. Like, he even lied about it, because that dude, he got killed, and an alien, doppelganger, snatchered him, and he's like, I'm still gonna serve this dude, and I'm gonna make everyone pretend it's still him, and I'm not gonna let him remember that he's actually an alien.
Nice.
And he would... I can't recall specific events, but he was really funny.
He touched you in a way that's I want that guy.
Chama, we have to do this or whatever, going along with his stupid schemes. Not even stupid schemes, just things.
I see. All right, next question. Do demons make pacts or straight up possession of a host?
Why not both?
The person says, hypothetically speaking, of course, I was wondering, would you when you would respawn, you really get to a lot of email. Hold on, this is not an actual response to his question for his update. But he's just saying, yeah, hypothetically, if you made a pact with a demon, are you getting possessed or are you making a pact? Is it an equal thing?
Well, a pact may include, but is not limited to possession. I mean,
like you can make a pact with a familiar and they don't possess you. It's
that's
like
not a demon.
Yeah, but I mean,
well, we're talking about demons.
Maybe you could make a pact with the demon. He just become your familiar. Like he's super cool.
That. You could. I mean, it all depends on what the demon wants or what you want. Like, yeah, I'll give you 5 more years on your life if you kill your mom. That'll be cool.
That sounds terrible.
Or it'd be like, yeah, I'll kill everyone who ever made fun of you, but just let me use your body. You know?
Yeah.
It all depends on the deal you're trying to broker.
Then there was a movie where someone made a deal with the devil to take over their body after so many years, but it was a comedy. I don't know how you won, but
Dogma?
I don't think it was like a B comedy, like an Adam Sandler kind of movie.
Wow, how dare you call Adam Sandler movies B comedy?
Okay, when you make Netflix specials for your movies because the studios don't want to pay for them, I'm pretty sure you went to the B level.
I'm pretty sure Adam Sandler even said like, "Hey, I want to make this movie just so I get a paycheck. Like, I don't really care. Like, I didn't make dumb jokes."
Yeah,
but I think from what stories of demons, it seemed like in the end their main goal is possession. They're not making a pact with you.
Let's take a look at Futurama. And what did the robot devil do with Fry? He bartered, hey, I'll give you hands, but taking your what? What did he do?
I don't even remember.
Oh, it'll be from a random robot you may or may not know, and that was it. And he got the robot demon's hands. But then he made a pact with Leela. I was like, yeah, I'll let you be able to hear in exchange for your hand. Like, your hand in marriage.
Oh.
So, it's whatever the demon wants. If you're willing to fork it up,
you'll make it happen.
Yeah, probably. Who knows? You're probably going to get boned. It's a demon.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to win that outcome unless you're like...
Fry won so hard.
Fry or Constantine. Constantine is supposed to be really good with making deals with devils.
Yeah, I was about to say that I'm kind of on the same page as well. I'm pretty sure that if you made a deal with the devil, that it's not like a spirit pact where you got a homie. I'm pretty sure, yeah, in the end, it's probably possession.
Like, it's not a win-win situation. Yeah. It's a win-win situation for the devil only.
Yeah. All right, so next one goes into, can you undo a pact with the devil? Now, the person, it's like actually creepy if you read what they said. They said, someone that is very special, the same person. Someone that is very special to me made a pact with the devil, and now she say that there are shadows that come to her at night and they hurt her, and she is scared to sleep because she's thinking they will kill her. Please, I need help. So how would you undo a pact with the devil?
Fucking go to church. Like, wow, get the priest.
That is the solidest answer.
Like,
hallelujah.
That's way beyond anyone control or the internet control. You guys see a priest or exorcist, maybe even Tomoki.
Yeah, Tomoki. Yeah. What about you, Julian?
Slap your friend.
Slap
Tell
the devil
him,
out.
Hey. If you want attention, I'll give it to you. Just stop being a little bitch about it, okay?
All right, so the way that I know how to do it is from this old folklore where
you
this
make them kneel on rice.
You make them bow till all the water go out their head.
That's a kappa. No,
I never knew that lore.
You have
really?
Really?
It's such a common. That's how you defeat the kappa.
Yeah, you get them to bow.
Oh my god, I thought you just beat them up.
I mean,
that's what I've done in every video game ever where I've had them as an enemy.
If you had to fight a kappa and you like made them bow with your fist and made the water pour out of their head, then there's probably a
I'm getting this really weird vibe. Like I thought that you need to like shove cucumbers up their butts too, but I think they just have cucumbers.
I think they didn't eat cucumbers. That's their favorite food.
No, I think their kappa's a maple story, and I just showed them the glory of Geyser.
My folklore is that you have to get a fiddle and then challenge them to a little fiddle off, and you got to go down. I hear George has a pretty good spot to do this, and you just got to play the fiddle better than the devil.
I feel like a devil would play the fiddle really well.
Not if you're little boy Johnny.
Not if you're Tenacious D.
They play the guitar to beat the devil.
What's next? Challenge them to devil sticks?
I guess you just gotta challenge the devil and win.
Yeah. So you just got challenge. So
you just gotta make the devil your bitch.
So basically, if you just need to challenge him, just like get a Sasuke deck or whatever from Naruto, tell him no ban list,
get destroyed,
and then destroy him.
10k Snake Wave. Can't block this.
He'll be like, I'm gonna play Naruto versus Sasuke, and you're like, that's cute. You don't win still. Real talk though, coming from a Catholic background, my uncle says that as a priest, that he has performed exorcisms, and that yes, going to a church and enlisting the help of your spiritual elders would probably be the best bet. So
yeah, because that's something if you're getting possessed by a devil, you probably want to seek professional help, like expert
Just
help.
hang out in the Pope Mobile.
That and
his cleansing air will purify you.
Say some Our Fathers, spray some holy water everywhere. Keep a whole spray bottle of
20 Hail Mary and
10 Our Fathers.
10 Our Fathers, then you should be good.
And you should be good. Light a candle by the Virgin Mary statue, and then under your breath, just mutter "Yumo. So
wow,
yeah,
man, we're talking about BL and religion on this podcast. This is getting deep.
Well, we're trying to figure out how to defeat devils. All right, next question that I have is
great stalling technique.
Do you personally believe in fortune telling?
No.
I'll also say no.
I mean, I believe that people will try and tell fortunes, but if they're right or not, it's not up to them.
I mean, if anything, I think they're very good at being vague and guessing.
Okay.
Because I feel like a lot of time when I hear people fortune, it's like, oh, you're gonna find happiness one day, like, yay! Like, all right.
Yeah, if you want me to believe you, tell me the exact minute of the exact day I'm gonna get my next splinter.
That's how you would do it?
Maybe.
Well, kind of
right
and then I'll stay away from wood forever.
So you would change the fate of yourself. What if they told you you'll never get a splinter? You're gonna go forcefully get a splinter?
Yeah, I would, just to prove them wrong.
Yeah. That's how it works. That's why they
My pain is nothing compared to victory.
What if they say the next time you so choose to get a splinter?
You need to finish your question. I'm having a hard time filling in the blanks.
Like, do you believe in fortune telling?
No, man. No, it's dumb. I mean, it's fun to waste money on and fun to eat those cookies, but I'm not going to take that seriously.
Fortune cookie.
I am a man of science.
in bed.
All right. Yeah.
I get splinters in bed? Fuck. What sort of wood am I sleeping on? What kind of wood is this?
IKEA. But
what about you? Do you believe in fortune telling, Sigurd?
I like to check the fortune. I don't know, maybe it's like The Secret, where if you hear the good information and you believe in it, it's gonna happen. Because
you need to calm down there, bud.
Well, the first time that I truly saw a fortune cookie, I was like 9, and
really, it took you that long?
No, I'm just saying that I believed in, because it was like your true desire, your upcoming true desire is something that's obtainable or something like that. And I knew that December was rolling around and Pokemon Red was coming out, and I really wanted it. So
really? How old are you? Were you born in the 70s?
No.
Didn't Pokemon Red come out in like 92 or something?
No.
98, I think.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No way.
We were like
1996 was when the cartoon was out. Yeah.
Oh, I need to check this. You got.
I just called Pokemon a cartoon. I mean an anime. But yeah, no. So what I did is I made my own little ritual, and not only did I eat the cookie, I ate that fortune to try to make it a part of myself, and I just truly believed in it.
And you got blue instead.
Oh, no, I had red. And that Christmas, like my parents, we went to our mall, and I told them I was with our grandparents, and my grandparents were like, "You can tell us what you want, and we want to make it happen for you." And I'm like, "Oh, papi, mommy, like thank you so much," but we saw it. There was 6 copies of Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue, 6 each, at Sears, right? When they still had a gaming department. And I told my parents...
They might still.
Yeah, it's like I told my parents, like, can we get it now? Like, we should get it now. because it's not going to be here later. Right? And they're like, no, we'll get it when we come back, because they parked in the Sears parking lot. And we went for like 3 hours in that mall because they take forever to shop, right? And our way out, there's a huge line at that game thing. And I check and I run up to the case and I don't see Pokemon Red or Blue in there, right? But then I see a bunch of games like on the bottom and there's things covering, and I see the faintest little claw of a Charizard, right? And I'm like, it's there. So we stand in line, and I wait, and I see people like leaving, like looking dejected or like upset about something. And then I hear what's starting to be said, which is, do you guys have any more of that Pokemon game? And the person at the counter is like, nope, we're out. And I'm like, no, you're not. And so when we got to our stall, I was like, I'd like a copy of Pokemon Red, please. And he goes, we're out. And I'm like, no, you're not. There's one at the bottom of the thing. I see it and I can point it to you. And the guy like looked at me and then turned around and got it. And I had Pokemon Red. And I attributed it all to that fortune cookie.
That's not what you should attribute it to.
Yeah,
you should attribute it to your own gumption, Sigurd.
Like,
who got you Pokemon Red? That wasn't a fortune.
That's the thing about fortunes. Like, people say it's a fortune, but I mean, that was your determination of actually finding it, and like, you found it. Like, I think you would have found it regardless if you didn't read that fortune.
Who knows?
I mean, look at all the zodiac signs. I'm not going to get along with every single dog I meet.
Have you tried to check?
Maybe.
All right.
I'm very good at getting information.
True. It's very true. All right. I think we will tie this up with one more question.
Oh man, one more.
And how do royal families start?
All right, I think I know this one. So you take a time in the past, and you take this dude, and there's no kings or anything, and then this one dude's like, I am the best. God said so. Worship me. And then everyone's like, what? And then he starts putting his foot down and like, oh God, okay, he is descended from God. He killed this man. And then it just keeps on going and going and going, and then no one can prove you otherwise because your descendants are the king, and like they're like, that king is stupid, he's a fraud. Then he'll be just like, oh, it's too bad that you said that because I am the king of Skyrim and I am sentencing you to death. And then you die, and then better not descend with the king.
So basically, if you wanted to be a royal family right now in modern times, you would
start a cult.
You would bring
swindle someone.
You'd bring a boombox to an unknown land, like in the Amazons, and you would just look at them and then play, and it would be like, I am the one. And they would be like, what is this holy music? And you just put your foot down and start killing people?
No. That's not how you do it. See, these people, the world has been around long enough for people to have established cultures already. Uh-huh. So they already have their like beliefs or whatever. So you need to find out what those are and then set yourself up to like be their holy thing. You know?
Their holy thing. Okay.
Yeah, or whatever.
All right, how about you, Wal? How would you start your royal family?
How would I start? Man, that's a hard one. I would just... First, you find a royal family that's already established. You make your way in, and then you just, slowly start climbing your ranks, sabotage people, like, kill some people.
So you would just start sleeping with a bunch of people and killing them.
Yeah,
he just make a coup. He Spiritpact it up.
Yeah, you could do that too. Like, make a coup, throw out the head, and then, like, I am the true head. I am the one. I am your true and one and only savior.
You see.
Like, that's probably the easiest way to do it in modern time. I mean, back then, they was probably like, you had a pretty big family, and then they got, nepotism, and started getting power and
to become a king, money. You need to have everyone in two categories before you. Mm-hmm. People who fear you, and people who respect you. Mm. There's nothing else, then, you're good.
Back in the day, it was only one, because respect was fear, so... Maybe that's why it was so easy back then.
Yeah, people were sheepier.
They fear you, but respect you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably easier back then, but I mean, now everyone's kind of established, so you just kind of have to make your way into the established one and just climb the ranks.
Let's see. So find the Rockefeller's sword and then start
stabbing people with it
in the Rockefeller family, and then tell it, it's your sword. All right.
I don't know what you were going for with that.
I don't know. I was just trying to rank Ketsu it up, but for me, I think what you said, starting a cult. So maybe if you write a book, and then you make all of these preteens like wish this land was true, and then if you become rich enough from selling this book, you can buy an island and then make that a new country. Like if J.K. Rowling wanted to make Harry Potter land and become the royal family of it, she could do that, and people would fly. To become a part of Harry Potter land.
Okay, sure. I don't think people would actually fly. Like,
I mean, you don't know that. You don't know what sort of god powers J.K. Rowling has. She could give flight.
And people will be sorted into their different houses. You know, House Gryffindor, House Slytherin, and Hufflepuff, and or
you sound mad.
The worst part is become a Muggle in Harry Potter land or a Squib. And everyone
wait, that's all the houses besides Hufflepuff?
Oh no, Muggles are just non-magical people, and Squibs are people who are born...
people?
No, they're humans with no magic powers.
Yeah, Dobby was just an elf.
Oh, humans, okay.
Yeah, they were humans. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, I don't know Harry Potter too well.
It's okay. But yeah, maybe that's the way to do it. You just start your own culture, and people buy into it, and then you just got to find a place for all of them to be.
Basically, so back in the day, there was lots of land available if you fought for it.
All right, so I guess we'll tie this up with our recommendations. I'm gonna go first because I'm afraid of you guys taking it. So, one of my favorite animes of all time that have to deal with spirits.
Oh, I know where this is going.
And guardians and awesome dubbed openings. Was Shaman King. I literally I loved Shaman.
I did not know where this was going.
I was Spirited Away.
No, I loved Shaman King so much when I was like a youth that like I got to play the PlayStation 2 game of it, and like that was one of the mangas that I actually wanted to own all of. Like not Naruto or any of the other big four.
You wouldn't have been able to do that for a while.
I know, right? But I mean, like I was actively trying to collect Shaman King because it was just so cool. We had different cultures and
Oversouls.
Oversouls. Well, that's when it kind of got. Did I like Oversouls? I hated it when they became like super
just
kaiju.
Like Super Saiyan 2, dude.
Yeah, I liked it when they were actually having to use like the artifact themselves and be trained at it themselves. I'm gonna go home and do Shaman King right now. I finished it and I've just been waiting for like a second iteration
Shaman King
of
Flowers?
It. Yeah.
But then that one...
But that doesn't update very often, doesn't it?
Well, no, I think that one just got canned. Like, it ended.
That sucks.
But they didn't get good ratings. It wasn't really going anywhere anyway, too.
Yeah.
Oh, so you would recommend Shaman King?
Shaman King in a heartbeat. And just for the fun of it, listen to the English track. Like,
wow. Doom. You perfectly described my suggestion with your very vague thing. And then I would suggest Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh.
Poltergeist Report. With an awesome English dubbed opening. I was like, what? Wait, you didn't pick Yu Yu Hakusho? Because, I mean, hey, main character dies episode 1 as well. True. And he's wandering around as a spirit.
With his spirit gun.
Yeah, not a spirit sword. That's his buddy Kuwabara.
Yeah.
Kazuma Kuwabara? Don't matter. I recommend Yu Yu Hakusho. Story about spirits and ghosts and dead people and trying to come back to life, except our main character is a strong, independent Japanese man who doesn't need no other Japanese man to feel strong. There's got demons in there too.
How long was Yu Yu Hakusho?
Long.
How many seasons? It is a very extended.
It was the era where it went on forever.
I see.
It's still the era. Things go on forever.
Like One Piece and stuff like that.
I mean, like that.
I thought Yu Yu
Isobe
Hakusho
Monogatari or whatever. That's the longest running manga in existence, or something.
Baki Monogatari?
No.
Oh, okay. I was
it's
going
like
to say, what?
Isobe Monogatari or something.
Is that the one with the guy at the eyebrows, or?
It's the one where he has like the top knot.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I don't know. I only ever see it in whatchamacallit, the Weekly Shonen Jump author comments.
Author comments, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, there's also Kamekochi? Kochikame? The one with the police officer.
Yeah, okay, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
but
that's been running forever too.
But then that one just recently ended. But that one didn't ran for like 40 years.
And then, hey, let's look at Ippo. past 1,000 chapters. If you think about it.
Is Ippo still going?
Yeah.
I thought he went on hiatus.
No. So
that's Berserk.
If a chapter comes out every week,
Hunter.
and a year is 52 weeks, Ippo's been running at minimum for 20 years.
Holy
They've been running since like the 80s, I think.
Yeah.
And Ippo's still good.
And Ippo's still in the... No, he was in the 90s. It's like 1990X. That's what they have in all their fight posters.
Yeah. All right, well, what about you?
You know, I guess there is another BL anime that I did watch, and I'll probably recommend it now. I think it's a pretty underrated anime. I think it's called Naruto. You know, you got your two main characters. They have their like little love rivals, and there is some fighting
from time to time.
They did kiss, yes, but yeah, they have.
But it's not about spirits.
It's not about spirit. I don't want.
But you're going for the BL angle.
Yeah, because
I understand.
Because you guys took the two good spirit ones. I can't think of any other spirit ones that I've seen. Oh, I guess there was something Amnesia. That was a pretty interesting one where like
Maiden of Dusk and Amnesia.
That was it. Yeah, that was.
Oh my god! What?
Yeah,
are you kidding me?
I don't even know this one.
I don't either.
It's it's about like a boy. I guess his family is also from an exorcist, and then like he meet a girl that happened to die at the school like 20 years in the past. And like she fell in love with him, and she's just always like haunting him. Basically,
that's crazy, dude.
It's a pretty funny and interesting one too.
Because so you know how I know that?
So I said Naruto as a joke, but I'll probably use that one as a recommendation. Maiden Dust Amnesia, or Dust Maiden. I gotta look it up again because it's been a while since I've seen it.
All right, well we'll update on the Facebook if people want to catch that one.
Or just email us and asking, what is that anime you were talking about?
Yeah. One thing I'm surprised no one said Aoi no Exorcist. Because
I've never seen it.
Really? I wasn't a fan of it. It was okay.
I think it had a good opening.
Has a good following, yeah.
No, I said opening. I don't care about the following.
Noragami was also pretty good.
Noragami sucks. Second season opening was good, though.
I haven't seen the second season. I love the first season.
Just the opening.
The first season opening was awesome.
First season opening sucked.
First season opening was okay.
Fight me.
Fine, let's go.
No, you should
Take out
really...
your dick, fight pork swords.
No, thank you.
That's the song we're going to use. Second season opening. It's really good.
Oh, it is really good. We can use that.
No, we can't.
Why not?
I have it already.
You know what? It's true. You know what, guys? If you didn't know what the second song was from, it was the second season opening of Noragami.
Yeah, you think we have these songs planned ahead of time? No, we figure out on the spot.
Yeah.
I knew with Dust Trails, that's what I wanted.
Dust Trails?
From the very beginning. I just didn't know the name.
And speaking of spirits, like, I'm surprised none of you guys mentioned JoJo. We didn't do our JoJo Minute podcast, so...
I feel like I
wouldn't recommend anyone who watched this to watch JoJo instead. You know, it's different. Except it's not, because there's hella BL.
Is there?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah, not that thing about it.
Oh, man. When you're just casually cruising on the internet, you find all kinds of... Oh, my God. Do you know about the clamp?
No.
Dojinshis and stuff, dude?
No.
Oh, my God. Okay, you know what clamp is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, they have a dojin, and basically, Jotaro and Kakyoin hooked up, and they had a baby, and that baby was... Kakyoin had an egg, and that egg was an identical looking Jotaro, except he grew up super fast to their age, like immediately or something.
Yo.
And he was, instead of wearing Jotaro's uniform, he wore his own, the same uniform, except it was green, like Kakyoin. And he got jealous of Kakyoin loving Jotaro or something, and so he fights Jotaro, and his stand... I don't know, but Sonic is in there as well.
Oh my God, no! This is too meany.
I think I heard of this one. It's a very
Do you know
weird
who Clamp
story.
is? Not at all?
I thought Clamp the studio. Like,
yeah, the studio.
They made
those
that?
Fujoshis.
Oh my God.
The ones who did the character design for Code Geass?
Yeah, why did they make Sonic?
I don't know, dude.
Why not?
I think the thing is called like Clamp in Wonderland or something.
Clamp in Wonderland, Jesus.
Yeah, check it out, dude.
Right,
just look at the picture.
We just gave you guys a couple more recommendations there, but I think that it's time for us to close out.
I'm not even sure about the exact thing of that. I know there's like a little short video animation with music.
No, thank you.
I've never actually seen a doujinshi, but
maybe Julian will link it on our Facebook.
I won't because I don't know what it is, man. I just know of it.
All right.
I read a Wikipedia article. Well, no, I read a JoJo Wiki article.
Okay, so there's your JoJo minute.
Yep.
We didn't do the theme song for it, but that's okay. So
wrap it up.
Yeah, I think it's time for us to hit our snoozy buttons and climb
Remember
into
that we
our
didn't
own
even
Spirit
hit
Pact
record
beds.
on the podcast thing.
Yep.
All in the night.
And we'll see you next time.
Pick up our sticks and leave Evo.
Our time at Evo is over.
Why are you standing up?
Why are you standing up, Oshige?
As always, I'm your host, Sigurd, and with me are my two boon companions.
Wah.
Boone.
Wah Boon, and...
I'm Boone.
Alright, guys.
Boom boom.
Good night.
Take a boom boom.
You've made it to the end of another episode of the Daijou Crew. I, producer Jonathan, am your reward. When they handed me an episode called Spiritpact, I thought it was an anime version of a Zelda game about trains. If you want to get in touch with the Daijou Crew, you can like them over at facebook.com/Daijou Crew. You can follow them at Daijou Crew on Twitter, or you can email daijoucrew@gmail.com. If you're wondering, how do I spell the Daijou Crew? I'll spell it out for you. DAIJOUCREW. Until next time.